Okay, and we are live. Playoff football is here. Louth Mavericks versus the Dublin Rebels. The biggest game of the season so far for the Mavericks. And every single game now will be bigger than the last as we head towards the Shamrock Bowl. I'm your commentator today. My name's Ben. I'm here with the great Mike Zito. Mike, say hello to the lovely people.
Good morning, Ben, live from Chicago, almost 8 o'clock in the morning here. How are you? Hope all is well, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Absolutely couldn't be more excited for this game today.
I'm so excited. I am so excited. Louth Mavericks versus the Dublin Rebels. Massive playoff game. Mavericks coming into this game as the 3 seed, actually. The Dublin Rebels coming in as the 2nd seed. Dublin Rebels handed the victory. The Louth Mavericks never got to play them during the league phase. However, here's an opportunity for them to clash. So yet to play against each other, and it's new opponents for both teams this year.
Yeah, I think that's a tough one. The league's going to have to take a look at how they reschedule games that have to be canceled for whatever reason. I think that would have been a great game for the regular season. The fans were certainly looking forward to that one, and something for the league to look into in the offseason. Because again, I believe that the Mavericks deserved a home field advantage for this playoff match, but that's not the way it ended up. So here we are today in South Dublin, and we'll see what happens.
Absolutely can't wait. Teams are just starting to line up now. We're seeing a lot of high fives going on the sidelines. Teams looking like they're going to psych themselves up. Captains ready to take their walk across the field. But yeah, this is going to be a really fascinating matchup. People starting to enter the stream now. Let me know. Is the audio levels okay? Is anything looking wrong with the stream? Anything we need to change? I can get it all sorted. And we'll get this game underway very shortly. The video's looking good today as well. So, very much excited. Can't wait for this one.
Let's go. What an exciting day. Playoff football in Ireland. Where would you rather be?
Hell yeah.
And absolutely. I think any of you that don't know, I'll give you a little bit of the background here. Ty Henry spent 4 years with the Dublin Rebels. And obviously doing quite a bit of commuting. So any of you that commute for your job would understand this. But Ty drove almost an hour and 20 minutes each way to practice, each way to games for those 4 years. And I think really just made the best decision for he and his family and for the Mavericks as a whole. I think nobody would argue with that. But here we are, Ty Henry back in Dublin, playing his former team, semifinal playoff game. Man, it doesn't get any better than this.
Absolutely. It's going to be a massive game. Yeah, Ty has a little bit of a personal reason to really go out and really try and win this game. Yeah, he played for the Rebels for a couple of years, and yeah, there's no one you'd rather beat than your former club.
I think, yeah, you said it very well there, Ben. There's a lot of good friends on both sides today. So, but I think as soon as that whistle blows, you know yourself, in between the white lines, all that is forgotten about, and we play football.
Absolutely. The beauty of playoff football as well, we're going to see some things that we haven't seen in the regular season. Expect some interesting play calls. Expect big plays, big moments. No one's going to hide too much. It's going to be all out on show, this big playoff match. Getting word that the Mavericks are receiving as well. So we're going to see the offense come out on the field first. Mavs kick return, though, has been very strong. We'll see if it's good this year, or this game as well.
It looks like a nice day there in South Dublin.
Yeah, absolutely. Good conditions for playoff football. In my opinion, the best sporting conditions. Overcast, but not too sunny.
There you go. And this is a field I'm quite familiar with. Again, I spent almost 4 years coaching the Rebels along with Mr. Ty Henry and the gang. I'm really excited for this today. Really excited. It's going to be a great game.
As am I. It's going to be amazing. Here we go. 28 degrees out in Dublin, so it is hot, but it's not too sunny, which looks good. I'm getting word from the sideline that the Mavericks are very happy not to be in black today, wearing white to reflect the sun.
Muggy conditions for sure. Here we go. Quick huddle before the kickoff. Let's go, boys. Playoff football.
This is what it comes down to. This is what they train all year for. Place in the Shamrock Bowl is at stake today. Big game out in Athlone. Actually, a double header. It'll be a double header out in Athlone, July 18th at 6 p.m. at Dewberry Park, Athlone. So it'll be an evening kickoff, and yeah, it's going to be an incredible game. So can't wait for that. Let's see who gets there. Will it be the Mavs or will it be the Rebels?
Lovely park there in Athlone. I've been out there the last 2 years for the final. Really good place to be, really good venue, and they really take care of everybody once they get out there. So if you have a chance on the 18th, definitely get out there, check out some great Irish football, American Irish football.
Absolutely, absolutely. We won't have the NFL for another month or two, so in the meantime, why not enjoy some AFI football? You can hear the Rebels.
This really is a tough. Ty Henry, number 2, doing what he normally does, walking off there by himself, getting his thoughts together. And I say right now, no bigger game that he's played all year than this one right here.
Absolutely. Mavericks clearly excited for this one. Huge matchup. Mavericks, as I said, receiving here in the first quarter. So we get to see this Mavericks offense come onto the field. Could see the running game of Finn O'Donovan once again. How many men is he going to try and hurdle today? He was at 3 attempts at the last game day. One of them was relatively successful, the other 2 not so much. Let's see how many hurdles we get today. He hurdles one guy in UCD and all of a sudden thinks he can jump over anybody.
They're calling him Saquon Barkley with the reverse hurdle.
Well, there you go. That's the next level. That's maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll see a reverse hurdle today. Who knows? It is a big stage.
Only a couple men on the planet that can pull that off.
Maybe, just maybe, Finn O'Donovan's one of them. Who knows? Maybe he's an athletic freak among athletic freaks. So we're getting kicked off here. Semi-final of AFI Football Premier Division. It's the Louth Mavericks versus the Dublin Rebels. We have it all live here on the Louth Mavericks YouTube channel.
Let's go, boys.
Absolutely. A place in the Shamrock Bowl at stake. Kickoff. Comes short to Brendan Sims, who's going to pick it up and return it. He's very deep. Let's see if Brendan can skim around the outside here. Evading defenders, but hooked down. The Mavericks are going to be starting deep in their own territory.
Good special teams played by the Rebels early there. Good tackle, good special teams. Here we go.
Brendan making the decision to pick that ball up. Very good kick. Brendan must have thought that ball wasn't going over the line. Now we get to see Ty Henry out on the field, making decisions under center.
Yeah, I'd say this is the first time that the Mavericks have started inside their own 10 for quite some time on the opening kickoff. So let's see what the offense has in store today.
Indeed it is. Let's see it. So, first offensive play of the day for the Mavericks. Henry under center. Takes a snap. It's going to be a toss to Finn O'Donovan. Trying to find a gap up through the Rebels defense. He's smothered with 2 yards gained. You can see this Mavericks offense start to click into gear, and it does all start with that running game the Mavericks do so well, featuring obviously Ty Henry, but also Finn O'Donovan, superstar running back for the Mavericks.
Yeah, I think we stay consistent with the running game today. Bring that defense in, make them appreciate the run, and then hit them over the top.
Absolutely brilliant toss from Henry there to Finn O'Donovan to get a new set of downs. The initial impression was to throw, but Henry dumped it down and Finn did the rest of the work. Mavericks moved the chains for the first time this game. That is a really, really hot play for the Mavericks. Quick on their feet. They made it work.
The RPO action, baby. Always keeping the play alive. Eyes downfield, but knowing he's got Finn next to him.
Let's see if we get to see Finn again here. Henry takes a snap, toss to the right. It's going to be Finn O'Donovan. Brushing off one tackler. Bouncing around the outside of the Rebels defense. Shrugging off another. O'Donovan still on his feet. And potentially for a new set of downs again. That's the athleticism that we were talking about. It took 3-4 Rebel defenders to get that man down.
Excellent, tough running by number 10. Just what we expected today. And I will say this. From a defensive perspective, they took the wrong angle there. They're on his outside shoulder, knowing Finn likes to cut back inside. Yeah, you got to lower your shoulder and you got to get to that ball carrier. Great run by Finn.
Absolutely, absolutely. And to your point, Mike, run, and then maybe we'll see a throw. You know, try and set the trend.
We will now that we're
reverse it.
Almost half field. This is where Ty does like to open it up, but stick with the running game if it's not broke.
Absolutely. We're seeing an empty backfield here for the Mavericks. Not trying to hide anything. No disguises.
And I'm trying to see. It looks like the Rebels have come out in their 3-4 base defense, which if you're going to do that today, I think Finn's going to have a huge day.
Couldn't agree more. It's going to be a jet sweep toss to Declan Mulvihill up the middle. Short gain for the Mavericks. Mere 2 yards. Declan Mulvihill, one of the founding members of the Mavericks, a stalwart of the team. There for 11 seasons of the club. All 11 seasons. Club was founded in 2015, so he's been there the entire time.
And he's never been closer to a Shamrock Bowl championship.
Absolutely. I bet he couldn't have imagined this when he first founded the club, that he'd be up here contending with the big boys, but alas, here he is.
And listen, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got a big game today to get through first, and the Rebels are here because they deserve to be, so.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And the Mavericks are huddling up a couple times already in this first drive. That's something we haven't seen really all year. So I think, again, from an offensive perspective, they're really taking their time, making sure they get into the right play, always knowing that Ty can change the play at the line of scrimmage. But this is unusual.
Absolutely. Ty unafraid to call shots as he sees fit. Slow it down or speed it up.
That's it. Under center again.
Yeah, interesting. Let's see, will he drop back to throw? Henry under center. Nope, it's going to be a handoff to Finn. Punching up through the middle. A decent game for the Mavericks, but it will be a third down.
Okay, I'd say about 3rd and 3 there, Ben, unless you can see otherwise. I think that's about right.
Feels about right to me. Got the VO camera straying off a little bit, but we should get back on track. Henry again under center. Seeing a little bit of movement from the Rebels defensive unit. It's going to be another run for Finn. And he's going to come up just short. It's going to be a 4th and short for the Mavericks.
First big decision of the ball game here for number 2. Let's see what he does. And I think we can all agree the punting team will not be coming on.
I'd have to agree with that as well. I don't think we'll be seeing a punting team. But let's see if the Mavericks try something creative here. Something a little bit different. See if we see something a little bit out of the ordinary.
An early timeout as well, which from an old coaching perspective, I don't like to see at the first quarter. You burning your timeouts, but obviously they saw something they didn't like and wanted to make sure they get this next huge play right. So don't like to burn the timeout there because it is a big playoff game, but understand you want to get the play right.
Yeah, absolutely. It is one of those things you're not sure when you're going to need your resources. You're not sure when you're going to need your timeouts and your special plays. So you kind of want to save them all for as long as possible, but you also don't want to leave them sitting in the bank when you're down by 3 points and the game is over. You know, you'd rather use them all before the end of the game.
No, 100%. That's exactly right. And you get, a reallotment in the second half. However, I think here, this is a bit of gamesmanship because Ty will know that the Rebels used to run a lot of his plays. Now, I'm sure he's renamed them, but this is something he'd definitely be talking about in that huddle.
Absolutely. Absolutely right. Let's see if the Mavericks can convert this 4th down on this opening drive. Snap. It's just a simple toss to Rudy, who finds the first down. Mavericks convert on 4th.
Attaboy.
Excellent take from Rudy.
Tough, hard running so far to open this ball game. Just what we wanted to see.
Yeah, absolutely. God forbid someone runs the rock. Rudy Juarez, running back, American veteran who played with Ty in Australia, but it's his first year for the Mavericks. He's done really, really well this year when called upon, and now for the playoffs, he's going to be a big player. Henry takes a snap and drops back. It's going to be a deep throw down the left sideline, and it goes incomplete. Big pass breakup for the Rebels. That could have been a deep play. You said it yourself. Henry might go deep around the middle of the field.
No, he's definitely setting that one up. And I would say to him again, as an old coach, he's got to step into that throw. He threw it off his back foot. He'll know only too well. Got to take that extra second and step into that throw. I didn't see the rush up the middle, so I think Ty will look back and think he missed that one. He'd want that one back. But once you've gotten that big first down, that's definitely the time to try that play. So we're right back at it again here. And again, the Mavs are huddling. So I think this is a bit unusual, but probably what they had in practice all week, for them to take a look at the defense and maybe for Ty to change up the names of these plays again, thinking that the Rebels are understanding what formation he's in.
Absolutely. Ty taking the chance to slow it down and grind it out. Yard by yard.
Which is very unlike Ty Henry.
It really is. It really, really is.
Just checking out the chat. We've got some Rebels fans in there. Obviously, a lot of Mavs fans. Let us know where you're watching today, guys. If you're on the island, if you're not, where you are, what time it is. Love to hear it.
Let us know, guys. And also, please do leave a like on the stream. Makes a big difference. Every like does make a big difference. Trying to promote American football in Ireland. So, yeah, every like gets this stream out to more and more people. And,
subscribe to the channel and like.
There you go. Mike beat me to it. Way too sharp. Toss to the left for the Mavericks. Getting a couple extra yards. Dancing between defenders. It's a first down and more. Great run for the Mavs. Brandon,
I think that Ty understands it. We're going to find some joy out to that left side there. I think that's what we call going to the field. That's the short side of the field, and then the wide side of the field, the other side. But I think right now we're finding joy to that left side of the field. He's going to continue with that.
Let's see if Mystic Mike can predict it. Sure enough, it's a toss to the left. Excellent run for the Mavericks. Getting a couple extra yards. Going to be a second and mid here, it looks like.
Fortress Dundalk. I love it. Welcome, welcome. Ty has a bit of Bill Belichick in him. If there's a play that's working and the defense can't stop it, he'll run it 6 times in a row, which used to just wreck my head, but I understand it.
That's an interesting way to play American football. You know, find a weakness and just hammer it home. But I suppose,
absolutely,
on paper,
right.
It sounds good.
Absolutely right.
The Mavericks are going to get held up here behind the chains. Going to be a 3rd and 2, it looks like.
And so, Ben, to your point here now, we've run that play 4 times in a row. I think he's going to switch it up here, but let's see.
Yeah, let's see what happens. We're in a short yarded situation, but yeah, it's 3rd and 2. It's time to convert. The Mavericks going to end up in another 4th down situation on this drive. Let's see, it's going to be another run, and he's hauled down again. We're going to 4th down. Excellent defense from the Rebels, stuff in the box.
Here we go.
This is it, Mavericks again, 4th and short. And they're going quick. This is more like the Mavericks that we know. Up on the ball. Henry under center takes the snap. It's another run. Finn dances through tackles, and that's going to be a first down for the Mavericks. Again, they convert on 4th down. Rebels just about not getting enough.
Unbelievable. And I think, again, what he's doing, Ben, from what I can see, is coming out in different formations to run a very similar play. Almost 5 times in a row, the run to the left side, but showing them a different formation so they might think it's a right run or a pass, and then doing the same thing. The blocking schemes are all that seems to be changing, but the result is the same. 1st and goal.
1st and goal. Let's see it. The toss. Finn takes it. Dances to the left, in space, and into the end zone. The Mavericks put 6 on the board and take the lead in Dublin.
Heavy number 10 on the opening drive, and you see the end result. 6 on the board, baby. Let's go. And Daniel, we do understand the camera's a bit all over the show, but that's part of the joy and the fun of what we do. So.
Absolutely. We do a little bit of grass watching over here, but mainly we talk about football. The Mavericks setting up their O-line off center here.
Now he's in the bag.
I think Mike might be onto something here, setting up a very different formation to do the same thing. It's a toss to the left. Finn O'Donovan is going to get in, and it's going to be 8 for the Mavericks. They scored the 2-pointer.
Love it. Clearly during the week, Ben, they saw something on film that told them that that left side was going to be vulnerable, and I think they're on to something.
The question for the Rebels defense on the next Mavericks offensive drive is, how do we stop it and how do we compensate? Then the Mavericks' job is to find the new weakness that creates. Let's see if that happens. That's a story that we can park for now. Let's see if this Rebels offense can respond.
No, great point there, Ben. I think that's one of the hardest parts in coaching is forget about a mid-game, halftime change. In-game, like right now, the Rebels have seen what that left side was not doing. Make the adjustment now, or guess what? Go home and start golfing.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, time the Mavericks have already shown they have no problem hammering the left side of the field. Just taking the 3 yards every single time. They'd be foolish not to, I believe. In my vast knowledge of American football play calling, obviously.
Well, that's one thing the mad scientist does very well is draw up plays and also do adjustments by drives. If he doesn't see something he likes, he'll make the adjustment the next drive. And really, that's how you play the game of football, especially if you want to beat the better teams. With all these young offensive-minded coaches these days, you have to adjust immediately.
Yeah, keeping the game as simple as possible and doing it as perfectly as possible instead of overcomplicating it. Something's not working, just change it.
How simple is that?
Simple game when you really think about it until you start playing it, and then it gets very confusing very quickly. Anyway, here come the Rebels. Let's see what they can do with this kick return. Booming kick from Jerry.
Not a boy, Jerry.
It's going to be fielded and returned. Excellent kick. The Rebels hold down. Excellent for the Mavericks. The Rebels are starting very deep within their own territory, but we saw that with the Mavericks. They managed to get 8 points from their opening drive.
The other thing I'll just mention, Ben, is the time they took off the clock in that first drive, just by running the football, churning up the clock. Really, that's the way you want to do it, right? Win that time of possession battle, the TOP battle. Keep your defense fresh and off the ball, and now we're going to see what a fresh defense just coming off the edge can do.
Absolutely. Also gives your defense more time to get themselves ready. Obviously, at this point in the game, they don't need to rest because they haven't been on the field, but as time goes on, if the Rebels are, if they fail to fix the right side of their defense, Mavericks left, then defense is going to have more time to recuperate, recover, prepare for the offensive drive, and they're going to be worn down.
No, that's exactly right, because I think the Rebels all week would have been really, really churning and getting ready for the air attack. And then Ty comes out and runs the ball 15 times. Right now, they're just scratching their heads on the other side.
I'd imagine so, especially because, like you said, they set up in that 4-3 base. Mavericks are going to run the ball the entire time. And then when the Rebels make a change, the Mavericks need to be right there with them. Opening play is going to be a run to the right for the Rebels. Skimming around defenders, still on his feet here. Hell of a run. But not that many yards gained.
And Ben, can I say to Gavin McConnell there in the chat, I absolutely agree with you. I assume we're allowed to curse in the chat. It's okay with me. I just don't know if there's families on here, Gav. But listen, you're home. You're in good shape here. All right, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8, we'll call it. I don't know if he even gained a yard, but it's tough to tell.
It's close, I think, yeah. We'll call it 2nd and 8, and we'll go from there.
There we go, yeah.
Let's see it. Snap taken. It's going to be a run. And it looks like the Mavericks think they have it recovered here.
Here we go.
Pointing the other way. Mavericks offense gets ready. Ty's walking onto the field here.
Turnover? Let's see. I don't see an official call yet.
And I think the turnover that we might have here, forced by Don Collins, defensive captain.
Number 55, the Canadian. Let's go, Dom. I still see nothing official yet from the officials. Sorry, Ted. And Daniel, you're okay. I think Feck's okay.
Mavericks sideline fired up. It's a turnover forced by Don Collins and recovered by the great Joe Buchanan. This is what he does. He's not
This
just
is
a
what
pretty.
you don't.
He's not just a pretty face. He's a hell of a linebacker.
Here we go. Exactly what the Rebels did not want, a short field for number 2 in the Mavericks offense. And Ben, what do you think's going to happen here? I've got one guess for you.
Airball, moonball. That's my guess.
I think we take a shot. Now, because I'm thinking that, and that's what they would normally do, he's going to run the ball to the left.
Yeah. Nah, I believe it's a moonball. I'm expecting it. Ty takes a
so
snap and
too.
drops back. I'm a genius. Deep ball for Oisin Finn. It's caught. And the Mavericks are in the end zone. It's a touchdown.
6 on the board, boys. Just that quick. Here we go.
Oh, what a play. Mavericks need one play to get back into the end zone, and they're up by double digits. Oisin Finn, deep ball, reeled in. The Mavericks looking to take a 16-0 lead with their 2-pointer here. What a start for Louth.
Coming out with trips to that left side, single receiver to the right side. Everybody thinks he's going to go to the right to that singled up guy, and he goes right back to the left side of the field. Clearly, that was the emphasis during the week.
Henry takes a snap and drops back, dumps it over the middle, wide open. It's Nate the Great, reeling it in. 16 points for the Mavericks. Nathan Hardy makes no mistake. QB1 to the QB2.
And I'm going to go back to Gav McConnell's comment from earlier. I can't say it the way you did, Gav, but I kind of agree with the sentiment. So here we go, boys.
The Mavericks now up 16-0.
And now really as a Rebel or as a former Rebel, this is where you have to have a response because you do not want the Mavericks going up by 3 scores in the first quarter. So the Rebels need to come out with a response here, and if not, probably going to be a long day.
Yeah, they're going to need something serious here to bring it back, bring themselves back into contention. But I expect no less. Dublin Rebels are a very good American football team. Can't be underestimated by the Mavericks. But you have to think the Mavericks must be thrilled with the start that they've had. Completely unexpected for me. I expected a bit of a shootout here. I expected touchdowns galore. And we aren't getting that. But for now, it's fairly one-sided. The Rebels making major mistakes on their opening drive. Dom Collins and Joe Buchanan punching that home. And then a deep ball from Ty Henry to a wide-open Oisin Finn. And the Mavericks with a massive 8-point swing.
As I'm in Chicago these days, Ben, I'll give that the old Peanut Tillman, the safety from Chicago, absolute legend. He made famous the peanut punch, they called it. He had more forced fumbles, I think, than any Chicago safety in history.
Is his first name actually Peanut?
I forget what his first name was, but no, that was his nickname. Peanut Tillman, number 33, safety for the Bears for over a decade. One heck of a football player.
That is wonderful. That is incredible. That is something we have seen, though, trending in the NFL over the last couple of years. Peanut punch players going to punch the ball out, forcing fumbles.
Absolutely right. I mean, and I think another reason is, as a defender, if you go in with an open hand with your fingers, that's where you're breaking, you're getting those dislocations. You go in with the fist, you're all set.
Absolutely.
Dan Clements, I like this young lad. He seems to know his American football. I hope the Bears do not go to Indiana. I hope they do not go to Indiana.
Me too. As the Rebels return fairly well here, they're going to be just short of midfield. Probably around the 40. There.
Really good return for the Rebels, and just what they needed. So let's see if they can get the offense going here.
Yeah, we got to see this Mavericks defense come out again. Hell of an opening drive for the Mavericks defense. Getting a turnover on the second or third play. Really exceptional. But let's see if the Rebels can get a string of plays off here. See what the Mavericks defense is really made of.
And just kind of to further your point there regarding that first fumble, I'll make this quick. But if you're going through the line, you got to have both hands on the football. And then once you get through that first line and get to the second, part of the field, then you can one-hand the ball as a running back.
A little bit of fundamentals there from Mike Zito to you guys.
Water's on the way
This is what we have him here for. Ball knowledge.
Well, again, you know yourself. The Dom Collins, great football player, really understands that. He's going to be looking for that on every single play. And as a running back, if you're coming to Dom's side with one hand on the football, he's going to try to take it away every time.
Absolutely. Sharp. Very sharp player. Just want to give a quick shout out to Donald, the left guard, who had the absolute nerve to have a honeymoon during the AFI playoff. No, I'm joking, of course. He's away on his honeymoon, so I just wanted to mention that and say congratulations to Donald for getting married, and he has a really nice honeymoon. Hopefully we can get a win for him today.
Attaboy. We'll see him at the final.
Absolutely.
And as I get ahead of myself, let's get through today first.
We'll see him at the final. It's still the first quarter, Mike. We got plenty of time. Rebels dropping back. It's going to be a run with a decent gain here. Might even be a first down. I think it is.
Does look to be a first down. Good run.
The Rebels moving the chains for, I think, the first time here. See if they can give something for the Mavericks defense to think about.
Big Malik coming off the field. No, sorry. Malik went in. That's Mark, number 4, coming out. So big D lineman going back in.
Yeah, Malik Abdul is an absolute anomaly of an athlete. 3rd season. He's also the head coach of the Mavericks youth team.
Which is the funnel, and where we expect to have great players for years to come.
Ooh, rough play for the Rebels.
That could be a fumble. I think that was a fumble. Anytime it's a backward pass, that's a live football.
Yeah. Recovered by the Rebels, but it's for a significant loss.
And I think that was the tight end Jack there, who I coached for a couple of years. He was an old Cork lad that came out to Dublin. One heck of a football player. I believe that was Jack.
We'll see if the Rebels can get it together here. Little mistakes like that are going to cost them if they keep making them. The Mavericks will be heartless. They will accept them.
Okay, here we go. Big play here now at midfield. Rebels need to come up with something.
Let's see if they can. Snap taken. Toss to the left. Out of the Henry playbook. Run up the middle. It's going to be a 3rd and long here, it looks like, for the Rebels. I say out of the Henry playbook because we've seen that a lot from the Mavericks, especially on that first drive. Run to the left, run to the left, run to the left.
I think, again, and we've talked about this in previous broadcasts, but anytime you can get that pitch to the outside, to the wide side of the football field, and really get that D end tucked in, if you get out there and get to his outside shoulder, that way he can't get outside, then you've got your running back on a DB, and normally that's a win for the running back.
Absolutely. Any running back worth his salt.
Which I think we know number 10 is. So that's where we see all that success outside. I think we know that a lot of these corners in any league, they don't want to tackle. We can go back to Deion Sanders. What a phenomenal athlete. Hated to tackle.
Let's see here. Looks like we've got Declan Mulvihill coming off the field injured. Massive loss for the Mavericks. I already mentioned him before. Stalwart of the Mavericks team. That one's going to hurt. Seems to be hobbling there fairly badly, but we'll see.
Next man out.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe, a bit of the magic sponge will fix him right up.
Where's the spray? Just spray him.
That's it. The magic spray. Yeah. Here we go. It's going to be a 3rd and long here for the Rebels. It's going to be a throw to the right, way over the heads. That's going to be incomplete. The Rebels going to be in a 4th and long. I'm getting word that they don't have a punter. So the Rebels are going to be going for this. And 4th and 9, it looks like. 4th and 8, maybe?
And Ben, excuse my ignorance here, but as a football team, I usually have one human for every position. So this is extremely odd to me as a former coach that you don't have anybody that can put a foot on the ball and punt it in a huge situation at midfield like this in a playoff game.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got however many football players in your team and not a single one can kick the ball,
That's definitely a bit odd to me, but listen.
Let's see, well, maybe they'll convert here. It's going to be a throw to the right. It's going to be incomplete. Mavericks offense takes over. Here we go. This is a chance to really put themselves really far out in front, potentially too far for the Rebels to come back. They can get 24 points ahead. It's going to be a big hill for the Rebels to climb.
Saving cap space, Clements. I love it.
Maybe
the Rebels didn't have the money in the budget for a punter. I get it.
You get an impulse.
I mean, will never understand that. Absolutely ever. Is there not time to do your special teams in practice? All right, here we go.
Let's see the Mavericks take over. To be fair, the Mavericks have gone for it twice on 4th down as well, but granted in 4th and short situations, barreling it over for a 1st down. Let's see if that happens again for the Mavericks. Let's see if they need that 4th down. Henry takes the snap. It's going to be, I believe, a false start.
Flag is out. Looks like a false start.
Offside for the Mavs. That's what the call's going to be. It's going to be 1st and 15. Don't think it's a loss of downs.
No, definitely wouldn't be on a false start or an offsides. That's an odd one to hear, offsides on the offense. And Ty was in shotgun there, so clearly somebody didn't get the call in the huddle.
See if they can fix up here. 1st and 15 for the Mavericks. Let's try that again. Snap taken. It's going to be a run for Finn down the right. Can he get around the edge? No, he can't. He's still on his feet here. Shoved down. Flag on the play.
Yeah, there you go.
I think that flag is going to be... Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I think it's going to be 15 yards on the Rebels for the throw at the end because the whistle was probably blowing.
Yeah, so do I. Excessive force. I'm not sure what the term is, but something along those lines.
And again, as a huge fan of this league, I hate to see that. It's just, this is the Rebels shooting themselves in the foot, which is what they've been kind of famous for over the years. And you just definitely didn't need that right there. You had them stop. The whistle was, oh, no flag on the play.
Wow,
Huh.
they're gonna wave it off. Okay. Rebels maybe getting away with one there.
So clearly there was no whistle on that. And if there was, then the flag should have stood.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, it's going to be a 2nd and like 15, 2nd and 20 here. And, we got Brandon Pullen walking off the field here. Flag down. Something's going on.
I literally have 5 in my bag.
I think they have a penalty because he's not wearing a gum shield.
Okay. Well, that won't go over well with number 2. I can guarantee you that. So I'd say that's the last we see of him for this drive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now it's a 2nd and 25, 2nd and 30 maybe. A long way for the Mavericks to go. They've kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit with this offensive drive.
So, Ben, what I'd like to see right now is for Ty to test number 31, the corner here at the bottom of your screen, number 31. Definitely a corner that kind of gets on skates and is very beatable. So here we go. A lot of field behind him. Not great speed.
Unfortunately, we're not going to see that happen. We've got another flag on the play. This is our 3rd or 4th play in a row now with a flag down. And now we've got Brendan Sims walking off the field. Not quite sure what that's about. Let's see which direction the ball moves.
And I hope it's not another uniform infraction.
Those kind of sloppy mistakes you can't be making at this level, but it looks like this one's going to be on the Rebels.
Yeah, and as we wait, obviously, you just want to make sure both sides keep their cool after that last play with the throwdown. But the Rebels are going to try to get in your head. That's just what they do. So that is on the Rebels, the flag. I think it's going to be 5 yards gained back for the Mavs. But this is one of those games you just have to stay disciplined, do your job, and understand it's a huge playoff game, and know your opponent.
Let's see if the Mavericks can impart those words of wisdom. Empty backfield for Henry. See if we get some sort of trickery here. We're getting a bit of pre-snap motion. Henry takes a snap. It's going to be a jet sweep. Can he get around the outside? Excellent run. Gained loads of yards back there, and they're going to be just short of the first down. What a massive play for the Mavericks to keep this drive alive. Huge moment.
Great stuff. Good run. Had to bend it back a little bit to get around that end. But great run.
Brandon Poulin puts his gum shield in and gets it done.
Good to go? Yeah. You ready?
See if we see it again.
Just trying to visualize so I have ready.
3rd and short, is it, Ben?
Sure looks like it. Yeah, it's going to be a 3rd and 4, it looks like. Which is quite incredible. It looks like the Rebels maybe jumped offside there. Going deep is Henry. It's going to be intercepted and hauled down.
The flag was down, I believe, though, correct?
We're going to have a look. I don't think Henry would have gone for that if it wasn't a free play.
Yeah, and as much credit as I give number 2, I'm going to have to say the same thing I said earlier. He's throwing off the back foot and not putting any air under that football, trying to go deep. So he's got to step into that throw. That's twice already today. He's thrown off the back foot, and we've seen the result.
Yeah. Looks like it was a free play. Looks like it was a free play for the Mavericks, but we're still not sure here. Have a little bit of a discussion with the referees, trying to figure it out.
I think the DN for the Rebels was certainly offsides. Whether he got back before the snap, I couldn't tell.
We'll see. Mavericks discussing putting in gum shields. Really is the bare minimum.
Looks like the D is huddling up though there, so not sure
Really?
what that's about. Maybe they're just staying ready.
Really, yeah, it really does.
The one thing you can always count on in the AFI is discussions between the officials taking longer than they should.
Well said.
I'm going to leave it right there.
Referee now calling out to the sideline. It looks like he's power posing, so he's going to call something. And the defense comes on. That's going to be ruled an interception.
Wow.
And the Rebels' offense is going to make its way onto the field. Wow, that's a big swing for the Mavericks, working super hard to get out of the hole that they dug themselves into and then threw themselves right back into it.
Yeah, unless I'm missing something, Ben, I don't see there being a big push or a big rush up the middle of the Mavericks O-line there. So I'm not sure why Ty's throwing off that back foot, and I'm going to leave it here. But he needs to step into that when he's going down the football field. That's a long throw.
Well, we'll see if he can change that as the game goes on. I'm sure it's something he'll be aware of. Still in the first quarter here. Let's see if the Rebels can punch something home. Snap taken. Quarterback drops it back. It's going to be batted down. Niall Banks with a huge swat. Former South Dakota Coyote, now residing in Dunleer. O-line coach last year. O-line player this year. Huge swat by a hell of an athlete. Going to be a 2nd and 10.
Now, the Rebels definitely need to come up with something here. Good field position. Haven't had a whole lot going on offense so far. Really need to see what we can do here. Mavericks D holding strong.
Let's see if they can continue that.
Jono, miss you, big boy. Love you from Chicago.
Rebels drop back. It's almost intercepted by the Mavericks. Jack Compton off his fingertips. But the Rebels, once again, just failing to string it together on offense. Also, thanks, John.
Huge third down here for the Rebels. Again, with good field position. If there was ever a time for them to get their offense going, it would be here. And this is also different for me to see the Rebels huddling on almost every play. This used to be kind of a high-powered, up-tempo offense, kind of completely different. And I think both offenses so far have come out really trying to feel out the opponent, huddle up on almost every play. Just different to see that.
Let's see it. Snap taken, flag down. Can be thrown over the middle and batted down. Oh! Someone's unhappy there. Flags are flying. And one of the Rebels players just got thrown down to the floor with emphasis.
It's going to start off as an offsides on the defense.
Couple different calls this could be here.
Yeah, more laundry on the field there. So I believe there is going to be two separate flags here.
Both of which looking like they're going to be on the Mavericks, I think.
Yeah, over open.
The refs having a little discussion. Trying to talk it over.
Okay, Greg Johnson, I appreciate that. He's saying there was a free rusher off the edge on the pick there, so that would have sped Ty up, and then I understand why you're throwing off the back foot. So it makes perfect sense. Thanks, Greg.
It's totally understandable. As we wait for this decision from the referees, quick reminder again to like the stream. Really does make a difference. Every single like really does make a difference pushing out American football in Ireland. And also please do subscribe to the Louth Mavericks as well. Trying to become the biggest American football Ireland YouTube channel. So please do subscribe. It would mean an awful lot.
Well, and there's not a better team in the country to support than the Mavericks. You got a lot of great athletes from all over the world. A good representation of what the country's all about.
Absolutely. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty on the Mavericks for a late hit.
And Ben, this goes right back to what I was talking about. You know the Rebels are out there chiming in, getting in people's ears. And then we wanted the Mavericks to kind of make sure they're not doing anything foolish. And here we go. 15-yard penalty, first down Rebels, Mavericks side of the 50.
This is exactly it. Team shooting themselves in their own feet. Let's see, will the Mavericks let the Rebels back into this game, or are they going to get a stop? Rebels have a first and 10 now. Flag down again.
Who's clapping? I was clapping. Not let clap. They're snapping the clap. Come on, guys. They can't hear their own snap.
I think, Aiden, it is tough as commentators to be as impartial as we're probably supposed to be. And again, most of the time, I want to see good football. So yes, I'm a Mavericks fan. I coached the Rebels for 4 years, so this is kind of a tough one for me. That was my home pitch. But really, again, you want to see good football, especially in the semifinals of the AFI. You want to see both teams coming out, playing hard, but playing within the rules. And that's the same way I would have coached, and I know that's the way Ty Henry coaches. So really hope that's the case today. But yes, I want to see a Mavericks win. Appreciate that, Aiden.
Absolutely. Speaking of staying within the rules, it's going to be another 15-yard penalty on the Mavs here for one of the coaches simulating a snap. So you're not allowed to clap while the quarterback of the opposing team is going through their snap count. The Mavericks coach clapping and getting a 15-yard penalty for his own team here.
Not the way we want to be going on defense.
No, that is a funny one. As Maverick substitutes play rock, paper, scissors on the sideline. Quarterback drops back, throw down the right sideline. It's going to be incomplete. Excellent defense. Swatted away there. That was superb.
Second and 10 from, we'll call it the 35. Maybe the 30 there with the 15-yarder.
Looks something like that. I expect the Rebels to run the ball a little bit more here. I think that's Dara there giving a little wave and a kiss to the camera. Hello, Dara. He does that. He does that, I think, once a game.
Attaboy.
Let's see.
All right, so big early play here. Big early play here for the defense. Let's go, boys.
Can the defense work? It's going to be a QB run to the right, and he's going to go nowhere. 3rd and 9 for the Rebels now. Big tackle. This Rebels offense moving the chains with penalties, but they haven't really got going yet.
Yeah, it's been a bunch of stop, start for the Rebels offense so far today. Huge play here now. 3rd and 9, we'll call it, inside the 30-yard line. If there was ever a time for them to open up their bag, this is it.
Let's see if they decide to hold up here on the play. See, designing something
the offensive
wonderful.
line, sorry, Benny, the offensive line never gets enough love, Jono.
I'd have to agree with that. Gotta love the O-line. It's gonna be a run here to the left, but he is going nowhere. The O-line might not get any love, but the D-line is shining right now for the Mavericks.
Love to see it. And again, it appears like the Rebels just can't get out of their own way. That play seemed doomed from the beginning. I think they went the wrong way, or the running back went the wrong way. But here we go, 4th down.
Let's see it here. The clock is rolling. And it looks like it might be rolling to conclusion. We might get to the end of the first quarter here. It sure looks like it. I presume if they don't have a punter, they also don't have a field goal kicker. I'd have to second that notion. I don't think they do. I don't know, though. I don't know.
Just baffling, just absolutely baffling to a former coach that you don't have all the positions filled on your roster. Yeah, not sure I understand that.
To be fair, if he goes up the last game, that was me. Yeah, he was taking it instantly.
And the part I don't understand really is I know most of the players on the Rebels, and at least 6 of them can kick. So that's where it's a bit baffling. End of the first quarter. Mavericks 16, Rebels 0.
Excellent start for the Mavericks. This is exactly the situation they were hoping to be in. A massive defensive turnover converted immediately. Was a massive swing in that first quarter. Mavericks, though, have the players for big plays, big moments. And let's see if the defense can pull up a big moment here. It's going to be a 4th and 14 for the Rebels.
With the field position they had after the 2 15-yard penalties, amazing. They went back 4 yards. Gavin, I couldn't agree with you more. I think almost every lad on the Rebels team could probably kick the ball. So this is, again, why it's so baffling.
Yeah, to some degree. One of them has to be a Gaelic footballer or a rugby player. They've got to have at least one.
You would think so.
But alas, they're going to go 4th and 14 here, and they're going to line up. They're going to take the snap. Let's see it. The Rebels in need of a miracle. Let's see if their prayers are answered. Snap is taken. QB drops back. It's going to be a throw to the right. It's going nowhere. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. The Mavericks offense trots out onto the field once again. Gavin making the point that it's mind games that the Rebels don't have a kicker. I don't think you can hand wave away decisions like not having a kicker by saying it's mind games.
American football is momentum. There's always swings and lulls in games, but right there you had a chance to retake the momentum in a huge semifinal playoff game, and you go backwards after 2 15-yard penalties. So that was their chance to seize the momentum, and they just didn't do it.
Let's see how costly it'll be. There's going to be a throwing drive or a running drive for the Mavericks. Let's see it. Maybe a little bit of both. Quarterback under center, toss to the left. Finn O'Donovan cutting up the middle for a couple of yards, evading tackles and falling forward. The 6-yard game. Going to be 2nd and 4.
I'd just like to point out the one thing that Finn does as good as any football player in the entire country is as he's getting tackled, he always falls forward for the extra yard, yard and a half. Great running back.
This is why he gets paid the big bucks.
That's it.
And when I say get paid the big bucks, I mean not get paid at all. But he's really good at American football. Poor guy. Anyway, speaking of which, he gets a new set of downs.
All day offense, all day.
Mavericks just hammering the run.
And two good points there by Gavin. Sorry again there, Ben, for cutting across it. Just love to interact with the chat group. Gavin, you're absolutely correct. Don't know why they throw a 1 yard out when you're 4th down and 14. But again, Rebels football.
Yeah, feels a little bit short-sighted. Excellent run there again from Finn. And you're just kind of waiting for the throw to come. You're kind of going, you know, run, and the Rebels, I'm sure, are expecting a throw at some point. They just don't know when it's going to be. On the Mavericks to time
now
it
you've
well.
got Ty's heating up here, getting to the line quickly and doing what he normally does. So this is bad for the Rebels and great for the Mavericks.
And the Mavericks getting that new set of down. Finn's still on his feet there. Only a couple of yards of a run, but that's all that was needed, and they're going to move the chains.
And I think what I'm used to seeing now is we do this with number 10. He's bouncing in the middle, and then all of a sudden he just pops outside and goes for 45 yards here.
Let's see if it happens. Finn has come off the field, though. They've had a little break. I mean, well earned, let's be real. Let's see it, but now they have Rudy Juarez to take his spot, and he has an excellent run, powerful running. The Mavericks really are just hammering the run right here. See if they continue it. The Rebels just failing to deal with it on a fundamental level.
Really got to clog the gaps on D. Looks like they got 5 guys to line of scrimmage on defense and still can't stop the run.
It's going to be a toss to the right now for Rudy Juarez. And it's a new set of downs. Excellent running. The Mavericks burning plenty of clock here as well. The quicker this game ends, the better for the Mavericks because they are in the lead.
And real quick, Ben, one of the things that I know helps this running game, and Aiden makes a great point in the chat, is the Mavs O-line, he says, is essentially the same since 2015. So, yes, cohesiveness on the offensive line is absolutely huge in American football. Great point, Aiden.
Absolutely. 5 people moving like a unit.
And keeping number 2 clean. That always helps.
Yeah, of course, of course. Small gain there for Rudy Juarez. Another import on this Mavericks team. Excellent player. Couple of Mavericks X factors.
One of the oldest sayings in American football, maybe I can leave this quick question in the chat, is what is the quarterback's best friend? Give you guys about a minute. What's the quarterback's best friend?
See if the chat knows its stuff here. Let's see what we get. Pitch to the left. It's Brandon Poulin. Finding gaps. Excellent run from Brandon. Evading tackle. Still on his feet. He's heading down, but it's a first down deep in the red zone for the Mavericks.
I'm going to give the chat another 20 seconds. We've got a couple answers in there. I love it. Keep them coming. And I know a lot of you guys have watched the NFL, so they continually talk about a quarterback's best friend is a good running game. And yes, the running game relies on the O-line. Aiden, Daniel, they'd love to have a punter, but they don't. But a running game is a quarterback's best friend. Having a good running game where he can just turn around and hand the ball off, stay clean, and then every once in a while go over the top.
Speaking of that running game, Rudy with a run up the middle, and he's going to be in for a touchdown. Ty Henry doing sweet nothing on that drive other than taking snaps and handing it off. That's all he needed to do. Rudy Juarez with a touchdown for the Mavericks, and it's going to be 22-0.
Oh boy. I mean, the running game is absolutely dominating right now. The quarterback's best friend, turn around, hand the ball off to 10 or Juarez. Really right now, Finn runs like a 200-pound running back, if I'm honest. I don't know what he weighs, but I don't think he weighs 200.
I don't think he does either, but he is built. Tough man to take down.
Super tough guy to take down. Low center of gravity. if you're a linebacker behind those huge defensive linemen, you can't even see the lad till he's on you.
Mavericks with just a gentle toss just in front of the O-line. Mavericks are in for two. Alan Minto scoring that, and it's 24-0.
I've got to say, I don't believe there was one pass on that play. Run, 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 right down their throats. Great drive by the Mavericks. 24-0.
I think it was a couple of pitches and a couple of runs, and that's all that was needed. I think I could have played quarterback for that drive. Actually, probably not.
Let's go back to that. I've heard Ty tried to recruit you, but you're the captain of the flag team, correct?
Well, I'm not the captain of the flag team. I just play flag, but I said I'm not playing. I said I'm not playing kidded football. I said those guys they're too good. I can't make the team, but it's fine. I'll just commentate.
There you go. And I think flag football, no matter what country you're in, is a great sport. We want the youth to get involved in flag football, but really is a fun sport, and it's for everybody. Anybody can play.
Absolutely, flag football is a real joy. It's so much fun. I'd encourage anyone to give it a go. It really is very enjoyable, and it's really good for you. Flag is good for you, you know.
Listen, stop sprinting. It keeps us young. Anytime you get out there and sprint, especially at my age, half a century, get out there and do some sprints.
Absolutely, it can only help you.
Is that Ty there holding the clipboard? What's he got there? I think that's number 2. It looked like he had no cleats on. That's a bit odd, unless they're white cleats or he's got them covered.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't be taking fashion advice off Ty anyway.
No, definitely not.
No, I'm joking.
Love it.
He's got his cleats on. He's got his cleats on.
Okay. I think we've already touched on this, Ben, but what a big drive this is for the Rebels offense here. 24-0. Need to get something going, whether it's just that first down that you get on your own without a 15-yard penalty. But their offense has to get something going here, especially after having, a good year overall.
Just getting word from the sideline that Ty's boots are indeed pink.
Okay.
So, thanks very much from the sideline crew there. Yeah, absolutely couldn't agree more. You'd even think for the Rebels, I know they don't have a kicker, but get 3 on the board or anything, give themselves some sort of inspiration.
Go home. Just go home. That's it.
Yeah, at this point, like we talked about, just a couple first downs, string together some momentum, which we also touched on earlier. But, going into the half down 24, if that's where it stands, or even more later, just deflating for any team, especially a team that you're going to have to score to beat the Mavericks.
Absolutely. Just an update for you all. I have a live picture of what Ty Henry's boots look like. They are indeed like a baby pink. There you go. Got them up on the stream. For those of you concerned with Ty Henry's choice of footwear.
I'd say there's certainly a reason behind that, and we just don't know it yet.
I'm sure there is. It's probably something lovely that
we're
dragging through the mud. Ooh, kick is batted down here by the Rebels. Going to have to return it deep in their own territory. Stuffed immediately. Rebels have a long way to go to get to the end zone.
Muffed catch on the kickoff return, and again, putting themselves in a deep hole to start this drive. The Rebels can't get out of their own way.
Getting official word from the sideline that pink makes the boys wink. Thank you very much.
All right.
Good man, Ty. All right, let's see it. Let's see this Mavericks defense. They were tested on their previous drive, but they managed to keep the Rebels out. Got them to a 4th and 14, and the Rebels weren't able to make anything happen. It's going to be an offside on the kickoff, though. We're going to have the kickoff going on again. Okay, here we go. We're going to see this kickoff once more.
And this is just the small things, but the Mavs are going to have to start cleaning up some of this stuff when they get to the final. So no matter who it is, UCD or the Trojans, neither of those teams do you want to give 3 downs to or do-overs. So let's clean this stuff up. Always hard as a coach when you're playing really, really well to find things for the lads to work on. But there is always something. At the end of the day, this is American football. There's always something you can get better on, you can work on. And again, Tom Brady was one of those guys. As good as he was always getting better, always learning, always coachable. Just something that the young lads can always look to. Be coachable.
Absolutely. All sport is like that, but American football in particular. Such a deep game. So much to learn.
Yeah, and when the best in the world are still learning, that puts to bed anybody who thinks they're good enough not to be coached.
Absolutely. Well said, well said. The Rebels are going to be returning this. Bouncing through, evading tackles and still going. Rebels on their feet from the kick return. Might go all the way. It's a house call. Touchdown for the Rebels. Huge momentum swing. Massive moment in this game. The Rebels have a bit of life.
Just what we talked about, Ben. Just what the Rebels needed. Momentum swing, and here we go. Now we can see if they actually have a kicker. Doubtful that they will, but again, now we need the Mavericks to come out and do what they do. Up tempo, move the football, go right down and take the momentum back before the halftime.
That's a huge swing. That is an absolutely massive moment in this game. The Mavericks doing a really good job on kick return and then getting a penalty on themselves, and then on the second kick return allowing a house call touchdown by the Rebels. This is why you can't let mistakes happen, because they can come back to bite you.
Ben, absolutely correct, and a great point. Just why I said earlier that we need to clean these things up before the kickoff return, and here you go. You've kept the window open for the Rebels to get back in this ball game.
Self-inflicted touchdown by the Mavericks. Excellent run by the Rebels, of course, but they wouldn't have had that opportunity.
And then something else to work on is that kickoff coverage on that left side. It looked a little bit weak there. Somebody got out of their lane. And another coaching moment, stay in your lane. If the ball's on the left side, you stay in your lane, because you could cut back. It's exactly what happened there. One cut to the outside, and there was nobody home.
Let's see how the Mavericks deal with this now. The referee's just dissecting something. I'm hearing it's a penalty for celebrating before the line. It's going to be a penalty on the Mavericks 15 from kickoff. Either way, the touchdown stands.
Yeah, penalty on the Rebels on the kickoff, right?
Sure looks like it. I have a text saying it's penalty on the Mavericks 15 from kickoff, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
We'll see
I
what
don't think the
unfolds
Mavericks
here.
would have been celebrating.
Either way, the Rebels go for two. It's going to be a QB run, and he's going to get stuffed. He's going nowhere. It's going to be 24-6. We're going to see another kickoff here.
Yeah, guys, and we can harp on this all day, but for me, it's too early in the game, unless you flat out don't have a kicker, not to be just taking that extra point. Way too early in this ball game, because then you get 3 touchdowns, you'd be 21-24, down by a field goal. I get it. If you don't have a kicker, wow, it just blows my mind. Semifinal, playoffs, no kicker.
Do we know what the flag on the kickoff was for? Yeah, it was for celebrating before the line. So,
which would have to be on the Rebels who scored the touchdown.
Yeah, it would be on the Rebels, but I'd imagine the Mavericks will get 15 yards from wherever they end up on the kickoff for. So they'll have a little bit of an easier drive.
Right back to both teams shooting themselves in the foot. The Rebels have a huge play, score the touchdown, and then get a 15-yard penalty for celebrating.
Yeah, not making it easy for themselves. Neither team is, actually. The referee just having a words with the Mavericks coaches there.
Yeah, Danny Clemens, I think we can put that to bed. They clearly don't have a kicker. So that's the last time me as a commentator is going to mention that. They won't be kicking the ball today. The one thing I don't want the AFI to become is the NFL, the no fun league. I'm okay with celebrating once you're in the end zone and then celebrating with your own teammates, because scoring is hard. Now, you shouldn't be pointing the finger at the other team and taunting the other team, but celebrating should be fine, especially with your own teammates who worked hard to get you in the end zone. That's one thing I wish football in general would keep, allowing them to celebrate once they're in the end zone with their own teammates.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Kickoff here is bobbled but scooped up and returned for a decent game for the Mavericks. They're setting up an interesting field position. But yeah, I think that sometimes the fun can be taken out of sports a little bit, you know. It can be very much a case of, even as a player, you kind of get it sometimes where if you lose, it's regarded as a failure, and if you win, it's accepted as the expected result, as opposed to celebrating the wins. You know, even the little victories in games, you know, a touchdown is not expected,
100%.
you know. Should be celebrated.
No, listen, 100%. In sports in general, at this level, these are high athletes, and you absolutely want to celebrate the small wins, the big wins, the games. But that, you know, you learn from your losses more than you ever do with your wins. So everybody keep that in mind. And here we go. Momentum is seemingly swung to the Rebels. Let's see what their defense can do with it.
See if the Mavericks can claw back some of that momentum. Henry takes a snap. He's going to look for a pitch to the left. It's going to be a hell of a throw, actually, over the top. And a very nice game from Brandon Poulin. 9 yards, not a new set of downs, but a decent run regardless.
Ty Henry pulling his Patrick Mahomes move there. He saw the DN get upfield, waited for the throw, and then just went right over the top of him. Love it.
Very sharp play for the Pink Boots. Let's see if we see them run in this game. We haven't seen any QB draws, any QB runs so far.
Love it. Absolutely right. I think Ty's doing a great job of getting the ball out of his hands into his playmakers' hands early and often today, like you said, to your point, Ben.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout here for the Rebels. The Mavericks get to dissect a little bit here. Would that not kill a bit of momentum for the Rebels, though?
Yeah, you would definitely think so. Again, unless that defense is gassed, I say no reason why they should be. They were off the field for a good 5-6 minutes of game time there. They saw something, the coaching staff, that they weren't prepared for. So you call the timeout, especially almost at the end of the half, to make sure your defense is prepared for what you think is coming. But I tell you right now, Ty knows kind of what they think is coming, and he's probably making that change in the huddle.
Always trying to stay one step ahead.
That's it. And we got some guys in the chat while we have this timeout. I think, Aiden, to your point there, pre-18, the rules in the AFI, and Ben, keep me honest here, follow the NCAA, college football in America. And in college football, absolutely right, there was no celebrating. If you celebrated a sack, it was a flag. And I really wish, again, the NCAA would get out of their own way. Those young kids playing one of the hardest sports on earth, let them celebrate, again, as long as they're not taunting their opponent and being disrespectful. That's one thing I really wish they would add to the game.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. A little bit of character is never a bad thing. Let's see. They are actually moving the chains here for the Mavericks, so it is a new set of downs. Hopping inside and outside. 5-yard gain for Brandon Poulin. This is what he does. They follow IFAF rules now. There you go. So IFAF, International Football Association.
Okay, thanks for that.
But yeah, I'd imagine they'll be very similar to NCAA rules. Snap taken again by Henry to pitch over the middle. Minto looking for some yards, and I think he gets a new set of downs. Great run.
Nice hard hit there by the defense. And then, Ben, real quick here, the three-headed monster at running back today. Is that usual? I haven't seen three different running backs in the first half of a game, I don't think, this year.
Well, Finn O'Donovan is the main option, obviously, for the Mavericks. He's an incredible running back, but Rudy Juarez is certainly, he wouldn't be playing second fiddle on many other AFI teams, I'll tell you that much. Speaking of Finn, great run. Oh, that was Brandon. Never mind, Brandon Poulin with a great run. But yeah, I would say it's probably more like Rudy Juarez and Finn O'Donovan kind of swapping in and out at running back, taking turns, and then Minto's there when needed for some for some mix-up, you know, to try and catch the defense off guard. But yeah,
No,
the
I
Mavericks have
think
plenty
that's
of options in
exactly
the
right.
backfield.
Yeah, all three of them are different style of running backs. And again, I think Ty would know that, and he's just trying to tire down and hammer this defense right now in this first half, running the ball religiously.
10 seconds.
Let's see what we get here. Snap taken, toss to the right. It's Poulin in at running back. Brandon Poulin failing to gain a lot of yards there, and we're heading into 3rd down now.
Great little move, though, because that could have been and should have been a 5-yard loss. I love that step and then that reverse back. I think that was Kenny, number 7, one of the best linebackers in the league. But yeah, great move there in the backfield to avoid that tackle for loss.
Very sharp play from the Rebels. Maybe this defense has woken up. Let's see if it has. Empty backfield this time around. It's going to be a jet sweep toss. Mavericks taken down. It's going to be a 4th and long. Big trouble for the Mavericks. Yet to have a turnover on offense. This could be it. We'll see.
Don't see any kicker getting ready here. It looks like they're going for this 4th and long.
They're not waiting around. Ty wants it. Let's see, drops back. It's going to be a throw. He's going to go deep down the left sideline. It's Oisin Finn. He dropped it. Hit him in the face.
Unbelievable. Great throw by Ty. Unbelievable.
On the money, but incomplete. The Mavericks offense comes off the field. The Rebels are going to take over around midfield. Massive opportunity for the Mavericks to effectively put this game to bed there, and 4th down just doesn't come off.
And just what we were talking about, Ben. The window is open. The momentum right now is in the balance, just hanging there. What can the Rebels do with it?
See what happens. I'm getting word, actually, that Ty is staying on the field here for defense.
Okay. One of those things I don't love when your offensive leader and captain is staying in on defense. I think that the defense was playing pretty well.
I'll have to second that notion, but this is why I'm not a defensive play caller.
I think this game is a bit personal for number 2, and that's fine.
Absolutely. Speaking of the TFL, big tackle. Brendan Sims, of all people. Hell of a safety, and Ty comes off the field. A little bit of cardio for him on defense.
He needs it. Yeah, great play, great tackle. Tackle for loss.
The pink boots makes him harder to hit.
I'm going to have to figure that one out later. I'm sure it's for a good cause, a charity or something along those lines. Okay, 2nd and 14, 2nd and 15 coming up.
Either way, it's a long way for the Rebels to go. Looking like it's going to be a throw to the left, and it's going to be incomplete, it looks like. Leaving us in a 3rd and long here for the Rebels.
Hi, is this nickel? Yeah. Hi, yeah, is this nickel? No. Just regular.
Yeah, again, Rebels offense seems to be stuck in neutral and really can't get anything going. Got the touchdown on the long kickoff return after a flag by the Mavericks. Let's not forget that. Really not testing the Mavericks defense with the run and not able to throw the ball downfield.
Let's see if they can make it work. QB drops back, throw to the left. It's going to go batted down. Brandon Sims with a big play again. He is a ball hawk at safety. Connor Keeley comes in onto the field. Oh, no, he's walking off. Poor Connor. Is he going to get his moment? He certainly is. Here comes the greatest corner, I'll say it, in the world.
And I have to bring up again, back to, I think it was Gavin's point earlier in the game. You got a 4th and long or 3rd and long, and you're throwing a 2-yard out that, if caught, was going to be tackled immediately. Just don't understand that, the offensive play calling for the Rebels.
And it looks to me Oh yeah, the Rebels have found a kicker. They're gonna punt, folks.
Here we go.
Can you believe it? Ball recovered, and here comes the Mavericks offense. Unbelievable, they found a punter.
And it was a decent kick. Got him out of trouble there.
Very good kick, yeah. Very, very good kick. Mavericks have a long way to go. Don't know why they didn't do that on 4th and 14.
If I can throw out again to the chat, if anybody knows kind of who's running the offense there for the Rebels, I think I know who it is, but I'm trying to stay impartial here as we talked about. But why you'd be throwing a 2-yard out on 4th or 3rd and 14 and 15 is just beyond me. You know, we talked about momentum, and that's a good way to just hand it back to your opponent. You had good field position, everything going your way after the touchdown, and they do absolutely nothing with it. I think they've got negative yards as an offense on the day so far.
Genuinely, it will not be far off that. They've had plenty of penalties helping them get up the field. And they housed a kickoff. Other than that, the Rebels haven't got much going. It's going to be a toss to the left of the Mavericks from the right hashes. It's going to be scooped up and dropped. Mavericks losing yards on that one, but it looks like the ball came out there and was recovered by the Mavericks.
Okay, good defense by the Rebels. I think they've kind of seen enough of that play, but again, to the point we made earlier, if it's working, keep going to it. But right now, we don't want to hand the ball back to them with good field position at the end of the half. Keep the momentum, keep the ball on offense. Let's get a first down.
You can't help but feel like if the Mavericks score here, it'll be a hell of a buzzkill for the Rebels. That offensive drive for them was a really rough one for them. And if the defense starts sliding too, it's going to be a long afternoon. It's going to be a long second half.
Couldn't agree with you more, Ben. Yeah, right now, big play, big play. No turnovers here. Keep the ball, run the clock, get downfield.
And Henry's going to drop to throw. Beautiful throw. Nice catch. Big hit on the catch. And it's going to be held on to. Oisin Finn reels it in. It's going to be a first down for the Mavericks. Oh, we've lost connection. Don't worry. We'll get it back now in a second. Hell of a throw.
Great throw.
Hell of a catch.
Super throw. Great catch. Knowing he was going to take the hit there. One of the hardest things to do.
Oisin is going to be fuming that the VO cut out for half of that. Won't be able to watch it back later, poor guy.
And to the point we made earlier about when number 2 steps into his throws, my goodness, he can just rifle the ball down the football field. For any of you young lads out there that playing quarterback, it's really the toughest position on the field to play.
High difficulty, high reward. Let's see if the Mavericks can get that reward. Pitch to the left. The running back is hauled down for... it's going to be a 2nd and 10. There was a flag down, though.
What are you seeing there, Ben? I didn't see the flag. It was on the defensive side of the ball?
It's going to be on the defense here. We'll see if they move the ball. I'm getting word that it's a Rebels penalty for mouthing to the refs.
Okay, well, nothing new there.
Again, sloppy. Very poor to be giving away penalties like that. The Mavericks don't need any extra help getting down the field, but they're going to get it anyway. The Rebels, again, shooting themselves in the foot.
And again, I hate to say this, but the coaches can only do so much during the week to prepare their players for big games like this. And then when you're out on the pitch, you know better than to be mouthing off, especially to this crew of officiating here. They will throw the flag in a heartbeat, which clearly they've done here. And to Ben's point, giving the Mavericks more time on the ball, more time off of your offensive side of the ball, moving down the field. You're giving Ty a gift here. And I don't have any doubt he's going to cash this one in.
I'd expect absolutely no less. Let's see if he can convert it. Chains moving. Another penalty on the Rebels.
Okay, the boys moving quickly, getting up to the line. The play is called. Here we go. Single receivers, top and bottom of the formation, and we've got a pause here again.
Having a little bit of a moment. Brendan getting the call to hop on the field. I think we got Rudy coming off there. There's an incredible helmet.
Personnel changes going on here.
I think Rudy's missing some form of equipment. Ty sent him off. I'm not quite sure what for, but we'll see. Ty under
Good thing
center
there
here.
wasn't no flag thrown there. Good thing.
Ty was sharp about it. He's going to fake the handoff, throw it down the left. He's got a man wide open. Brandon Poulin catches it, reels it in. Poulin, touchdown. And it's going to be 30 for the Mavericks.
Let's go. Looking into the future, I think we just called that touchdown.
Beautiful play. Really, really beautiful play.
Three faces there, dominate.
The Mavericks
And
extended
we
it.
can continue to say the same thing about momentum, but man, the Rebels had everything going for them. A short field after just scoring, and they go back about 14 or 15 yards, give the ball right back to the Mavericks. Momentum gone.
When you get chances like this against teams as good as this, you have to take them.
Absolutely right, and I think we saw exactly what happened against the Trojans a couple weeks ago. Good football teams, don't give them extra momentum, don't give them extra snaps, period.
Ooh, and that 2-point is going to be incomplete for the Mavericks. It's going to be 30-6. We're going to keep the same scoreline here. The Mavericks 24 up on the Rebels as we head towards halftime. Not quite there yet, but we're not far off it.
Yeah, and this is exactly why we talked about earlier, kicking the extra point and getting those early points when you're close enough to do so, because 23 would be better than 24, but long story short, they don't have it well. We saw a kicker. We don't know if he can do extra points and field goals.
Maybe he can. Maybe he can, miraculously. Maybe they now magically have a guy. Who knows?
He was stuck on the M50.
I think we were all stuck on the M50 at one point in our lives or another. Probably not as a player during a AFI semi-final, but alas.
Soul depleting. And now look, the pitch here is in Stepaside. Beautiful village here in South Dublin. It's somewhat tough to get to, but it's close enough. Once you're off the M50 there, it's pretty quick. So, just joking. All jokes aside, Mavs 30, Rebels 6. I think we're under. No, have we seen the 2-minute warning? We have not, I don't think.
No, we're yet to see it. We're yet to see the 2-minute.
Okay. Interesting to see here whether we've plugged that hole on the left side of our kickoff team and whether these lads stay in their lanes on this one. My bet would be they will. And I'm sure number 2 got in all their ears after that last kickoff return.
Well, let's see if we get anything from it. The Mavs needing to fix up a little bit on kickoff. Let's see if they can. And that one's going to be a touchback, it looks like. Beautiful.
Yep, great kick.
Mavericks are going to be buzzing with that. As the defense comes out again, I'm sure we'll get that 2-minute warning very soon. No 2-minute warning given, apparently. Just got a heads up on it there. So we head towards halftime. It's 1 minute to half.
No 2-minute warning given. Okay, that's a new one.
Not sure when they brought that rule in, but fair enough.
I would assume they have to tell the coaches, though, because they need to understand. Huh.
Maybe the coaches knew prior to the match. Anyway, either way.
I think we should all march straight down to AFI headquarters and give them a piece of our mind.
Ooh. Give him a right telling off. Anyway, QB's still on the ball here, going deep. It's gonna be intercepted. The Mavericks come up with the ball. Or is it? Oh, there's a flag on the play.
I didn't see any pass interference here, so this is interesting.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame.
It's like offsides. Yeah, that's not an offside signal, though. I'm not sure what he's calling here. Hold. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Sure looks like it. No, apparently, nobody knew about the lack of the 2-minute warning. So, coaches got a time update and they were told there was a minute left in the half. Alas, here we are. Not much time for the Rebels to make something happen here. Let's see if they can make something happen regardless. Oh, is that going to be a flag? Mavs are asking for one. The deep ball to the left. It's going to go incomplete either way. 40 seconds left is the call from the sideline. Joe Buchanan comes off the field.
Yeah, clock would be stopped with the incompletion, so 40 seconds left in the first half. So just incomplete. I don't see a flag.
I don't see a flag either. I think we're going to stick with where we're at here.
I have to say, and again, I'll leave this to the chat, or Ben, maybe you can explain to me, but the Rebels won some games this year. They would have had to score points. I just don't see how. With what I've seen on offense, got nothing going today.
Yeah, now the Mavs defense is a staunch defense. It's a very strong unit, but yeah, maybe they're just not showing the form that they've shown all year to get to this point of the playoffs.
Now, to your point, the Mavs have played great defense all year. It is a tough defense to play against, but you've got 2 weeks, right, to prepare, to look at film, and to get ready for this game. You would have thought they would have found a hole or two, but it doesn't look that way.
Sure doesn't. And that is going to be the end of the first half. Looks like the Rebels going to let it run out.
Certainly not in any hurry.
No, really not. Oh, it's a timeout. Looks like it was a timeout called.
Okay.
Ah, here's your answer. Rebels QB1 had a season-ending injury.
Thanks, Jono, for that. No, understood. Love Sam. Heck of a football player. Was able to coach him for a good couple years. Jason K went back to the States. Huge loss for the Rebels. Love Jason. Really good football player. Back to Michigan. I think Jason K was a Michigan State guy. I'm a Spartan at heart. So 2 huge losses for the Rebels. Thanks, Jono. Yeah, there's not a football team in the country that can lose their number 1 quarterback and come out and play the same way. So yeah, that's a big, big loss. Sam, get well, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a real shame. Injuries will do that.
Let's go defense!
That's part of the sport, unfortunately, and I don't care what team you were on. You've seen injuries happen, and we talk about the next man up mentality, but it is true.
Absolutely. Just as we see a pass go incomplete over the middle there. And there's your halftime whistle. Mavericks 30-6 up there as we head into halftime. Massive, massive lead. Starting out hot with a touchdown on the first drive and then a fumble recovered by Joe Buchanan, converted. The Rebels getting a kickoff return, but the Mavericks punching home 2 extra touchdowns and taking in a 30-6 lead into the halftime break.
This is definitely the score that I was hoping for. I didn't know if it was going to happen, but definitely not the way I thought it was going to happen. With the Mavericks, I would say, have over 100 yards of rushing on the ground. And besides the one big throw that Ty had for the touchdown, I don't remember too many other big throws. So really a dominant rushing game so far, and the passing game just doing enough to keep the Mavericks in the lead 30-6.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we have seen a few deep passes. We've seen Brandon Poulon catch a brilliant pass down the left sideline. He's one
That's
example
right.
of a
And
couple.
then the first down, that's right, on the seam there. Great throw and catch after the big hit. That's right.
But predominantly for the Mavericks, it has been a run game. It's been a very successful one at that. We can see Declan Mulvihill hobbling off the field. Talking about injuries, that's a big one for the Mavericks. Hopefully he'll be all right for the Shamrock Bowl, should the Mavericks make it there.
Yeah, and clearly with his shoulder pads off and no helmet in his hand, I'd say he's done for the day.
Certainly imagine so. The Mavericks head into the dressing room. We head to the half-time break. Just want to make the point as well. Winner advances to the Shamrock Bowl on July the 18th at 6 o'clock at Dewberry Park, Athlone. The AFI will be having that up on YouTube, so you'll be able to watch the AFI broadcast of that. I don't think we're allowed to broadcast it on the Mavericks channel, so we'll see about that. You will still be able to watch the Shamrock Bowl from the comfort of your own home, or come to Dewberry Park in Athlone and watch it in person yourself. The youth kidded team the season starts on July 26th. If you want to get involved with the youth team for the Louth Mavericks, go ahead, sign up for that. It is really, really great fun. It's a great community full of really, really lovely people, so it's absolutely worth joining up with. And the women's flag football playoffs start on July 25th in St. Mary's College, RFC. A big moment for our women's team. So, yeah, absolutely can't wait for that, as the mixed flag season starts to come back as well, which I absolutely cannot wait for as a flag football player. If you want to donate to the team as well, there's a QR code there for it. Every donation really does make a big difference to the Louth Mavericks as we try and boost American football over here in the Republic of Ireland. But yeah, that's just kind of all I really wanted to say for halftime as we wait for this game to kind of kick back off. Yeah, we've really seen the Rebels kind of stall a little bit on offense. Do you have any words of encouragement for them, Mike, or anything they could maybe change up in the second half to give them a better shot?
Absolutely. I mean, now knowing that they had two huge injuries, and I think Jason there leaving to go back to the States, you have to do what you do well. So the Rebels have always kind of, their foundation has been their O-line as well. So if your O-line is your best players and your biggest vets, you get behind them and you get a running game going and you get a couple first downs and you get that momentum going. You've got a young quarterback, an inexperienced quarterback. You don't want to have him drop back 30 times a game and try to win it with his arm. You've got to get the running game going from a Rebels perspective, and really just kind of put the emphasis on your O-line to do what they've done for years. The Rebels have been a stalwart in this league for years, and it's been behind their O-line that they normally get going. Like to see them come out in the second half, run the football with some success, and then try to get that play-action passing game going.
Absolutely, absolutely. We actually have a couple of sideline interviews here that I'm just going to have play through the stream. Let me see if I can get them up for you really, really quickly up for the stream. Mike, come watch them through.
And Ben, if I could just very quickly say, for the Shamrock Bowl finals, guys, there in Athlone. I've been there the last 2 years. Unfortunately, I'm back in the States here in Chicago, but it's a great venue. It's a really fun day out, family oriented. They've got great food there. The stadium is just a lot of fun. So if you get a chance to go out there and watch these games live in the finals, I suggest you do so. It's a great day out.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Yeah. It's going to be an incredible day out. Let's have a look at some of these halftime interviews. Let's see if we can get them set up for you guys here. First up, Deck.
All right, introduce yourself.
Deck number 88 for Louth Mavericks.
And how long are you with the club, Deck?
Oh, founding member since year dot.
Nice. And what was your favourite play of the game so far?
Oh, has to be reeling it in. Oisin Finn over the middle for 30-plus yard catch.
Nice. And how will that knee be okay for the final?
Not a problem. I have a quick recovery. Okay? That's all quarter. I'll be good.
Nice. Thanks, Deck.
So there you go, a little halftime interview from Declan Mulvihill there, saying his knee's going to be okay for the final, which obviously we want to be hearing as the Louth Mavericks commentators. But I suppose also as well, saying that his favourite player was Oisin Finn, big catch over the middle. Now the VO did cut out a little bit for that catch, but Oisin Finn's already had a few big plays in this game. He had one pass bounce off his helmet, but he caught another one for a touchdown, and then a big get out of jail catch as well over the middle. So yeah, big catch for Oisin Finn there. Let's see what our next interview is here.
Okay, so introduce yourself.
Dominic Collins,
And what number
Dominic
are we?
Collins.
55.
How long are you with the club?
Big Dom.
Dom?
To be year 4 going on with the Mavs now.
Nice. And what was your favourite play of the game so far today?
I think big play so far was first defensive drive, getting that first turnover in the end zone, giving us a chance to go up by the 2 scores. That kind of set the tone early.
Nice. And what's your prediction for the end of the game score-wise?
I'm smart enough not to pick one of those.
Thanks, Dan.
Keep fighting.
Dom asked for a score prediction at the end of the game, so he's smart enough not to say that, which is absolutely fair enough. He had a massive play. Dom, number 55, ripped the ball out for the fumble, which was turned over and converted by the Mavericks. Let's see our final interview here. Let's see who it's with.
Okay, so introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
Oh, it's with Rachel.
Rachel. And how long have you been a Mavericks supporter?
Since we joined, so 2 years.
Excellent. And what has been your favourite play of the game so far?
First touchdown to Finn O'Donovan.
Nice. Thanks very much,
Mrs. Henry,
Rachel.
the boss. Always a pleasure hearing from her.
Absolutely. Saying her favourite play of the game was a Finn O'Donovan touchdown, which, there's a lot of Finn O'Donovan touchdowns, so it's kind of hard to pick one, but every time you see him get in the end zone, he does it really, really well. We've got the Mavericks, I think, coming back out here for the second half, which is exactly what we want to see. Some really interesting halftime interviews there, though. Declan Mulvihill in high spirits, despite probably not being able to continue on in this game. But we've seen some really, really good plays already in the first half of this match. Let's see if the Mavericks can close it out. 24 points up here on the Rebels. And Mike, as the Mavericks prepare for a Shamrock Bowl, they'd have to be thinking they're 24 points ahead here of the Rebels. They'd have to be thinking that they're in pole position here. What do you think is the best way for them to kind of extend that advantage? Oh no, hold on, Mike is gone.
Listen, real quick before I take away for a minute there. The best thing to do is the way they started the game. Exactly what I didn't expect, but just keep the running game going, keep that clock ticking. Nobody else get hurt. We've already seen one of our stalwarts get hurt. I would just run the football, keep the clock moving, and again, no more injuries. The running game is working, so I wouldn't change anything right now. No need for Ty to sit back there in a shotgun formation and take any unnecessary hits. Running game, clock ticking, get out of here with the win, and get ready for the final.
Absolutely. Just a matter of keeping the advantage and getting the job done. I'll let Mike go now for a quick little break. I might even take a little break myself, who knows. See if I can grab a glass of water or something. Take advantage of the halftime before we head into this big second half for the Mavericks. Biggest moment of the season for them.
Let's go, come on.
Converting this into a victory and getting there, or booking their ticket to the Shamrock Bowl for the first time. Magic spray for Declan Mulvihill. I'm sure there's a bit of magic spray. I'm sure there's a bit of the magic sponge getting involved. There's a bit of everything, if that makes sense. Mavericks doing their little warm-up here for the second half. I shouldn't say little warm-up, it sounds demeaning. I think we're still yet to see the Rebels really come out either. Ty going over some information there with Jack Compton. Oisin Finn. I was going to say taking a wine gum there, but I'm not quite sure what he's doing. Whatever it is, probably helps him catch touchdowns. There's one man that knows how to do that, Tim.
I always find it interesting now that I'm back that the teams at the half or coming down, but they all kind of go up and down the exact same area. And you've got two teams here with a lot of history. I find that interesting. Again, the players are kind of so close in proximity, going into a locker room pretty much right next to each other. It's a great pitch there in South Dublin. Just don't love the way that the locker rooms are kind of situated, but I think that's a problem all over the league.
Yeah, it's using locker rooms from other sports for American football, just kind of the way that it is. Doesn't really separate the teams. But yeah, it's just the way it is. I'm gonna step aside here. Bit of a pun there, unintentional, but it is what it is. Just for 2 minutes. Grab a glass of water.
It's not too bad. We're going in a straight line. I haven't had to change rest.
I wanted to bring him. I was like, I'm not sure. Can't do anything. Do I want to do?
Well, man, like in fairness, we don't. Playing for a full game.
Yes, coach. Yep. Anyone had any
Offense huddle up over here. Offense huddle right here. Offense, defense.
Yeah, I got you.
Offense, let's go.
Oh, one tie.
All right, we are back. It's the Mavericks offense. Chooses to huddle up.
He's fighting with the refs again.
Oh, is he?
See how they get on in this second half.
Where's Jerry? Jerry! No Scotland, no Jerry! Wait! Where's he? Oh, you're getting tipped up. Hey, defense, get in.
Okay.
Jerry. Jerry, bend in.
The Rebels out over on their sideline as well, just going through their warm-ups. We're going to get underway once again here very, very shortly.
We are back. Playoff football. Step Aside Village, South Dublin. Ben, I lived about 3 minutes from this pitch for 9 years. It was a good pitch.
Wow, that must be kind of wild to be seeing it in action again.
It is a bit crazy. Now, I tell you what, where we practiced was just to the right side of your screen. And wow, after a couple of good rains, it was an absolute mud pit. So it wasn't a great pitch to practice on because you certainly could not be on that main rugby pitch there that we're playing on today after rain. Obviously, you tear up the field, but also the groundskeeper there was very good at his job and never allowed you on the pitch if you weren't supposed to be on it.
Yeah, that is a lot of pitches in Ireland, to be fair. Very, very boggy. Well, they can be. They're not careful.
I think, Ben, this is another situation where I would say 2 more touchdowns, and I'm not trying to get ahead of ourselves here, but if the Mavericks come out, go down the football field and get 2 more scores and leave the Rebels at 6, it'd be a time to get in some younger players, maybe get your quarterback a rest, knowing that he's going to take some hits in the final. So we'll see if they have some substitutions in mind here for the second half.
Yeah, totally agree. Take the opportunity to get a little bit of experience for your younger players. You might as well. Good chance to get some football for everybody involved. The camera cuts out again, but it'll be back in a second. Don't you be worrying now. There we go, like magic.
Well, while we have this quick minute, I just want to say one more time to Sam Doran, the quarterback of the Rebels who was injured. Get well soon, Sam. Buddy, hate for that to have happened. I know this is probably the second serious injury Sam's had in the past 4 years. So really hate to hear that. It is part of the game. But yes, that certainly has an impact on the entire Rebels team. Get well, Sam.
Yeah, get well, Sam. It's not nice to suffer an injury this late into the season and then, have it scupper your whole playoff run. It's frustrating. So, can't imagine what he's going through right now. Oh my goodness. Just a screen of grey here. not quite sure what's going on. Okay, we got players on the pitch. We're getting there.
We all love technology when it works.
We're back on here apparently, but yeah, here we go. We're about to see the kickoff for the second half. Let's do it.
Mavericks kicking off from the right side to the left of your screen. Second half playoff football. Let's go.
And here comes the kickoff. Defender cutting up and down. It's a big tackle from the Mavericks. That's Rudy Juarez. Big tackle for him, and the Rebels are going to take over from their own 20.
Yeah, Ben, you mentioned Rudy earlier. I love the way that kid plays. Downhill, momentum, speed, aggressive, angry style of football. Love it.
Yeah, he doesn't wait for anybody. Talking about a player that doesn't ask for permission.
I think a lot of coaches around the NCAA and the NFL talk about playing violently when at contact, violently get to the football. And they mean that in a good way. Just helmet up, see what you tackle, make the tackle, and run through the tackle.
Absolutely. Don't apologize for it. Playing hard football it's part of the game.
Play to the whistle, guys. All right, here we go. Let's see if the Rebels have made any adjustments at halftime and can get that momentum back that they lost there at the end of the first half.
Let's see it. The Mavericks defense trying to continue the momentum that they have from the previous half. 6 points conceded only. Quarterback's going to throw to the left. It's going to be incomplete. Great defense. Brandon Sims once again knocking the pass out. I don't know why they keep throwing to him.
Just so we talked about what adjustments have been made or have not been made. And I think very early there, they're going back to the same side trying to throw to one of our corners who's been shut down, locked down all day.
This is what Brandon Sims does. He is an elite safety. He's an elite DB. He's a hell of an athlete as well.
Got a couple Rebels fans in the chat. King Curly, we'd love to see the Rebels get some momentum going here. Come out second half and get a score.
They're going to have to throw the ball out of bounds here, though, into a 3rd and 10. It's a rough offensive start for the Rebels. I bet they wanted to start quickly, but hasn't quite been the case.
Good pressure by that D-line again of the Mavericks, forcing the QB out to the right side. Had to get the ball up earlier than he wanted to, incomplete.
The Rebels taking their time in the huddle here, trying to dial something up on 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I think that's the right move. Get to the right play call. Make sure that your personnel understand the play call, and then let's get into it.
Big tackle from the Mavericks O-line, setting up a 4th and long. Dom Collins, defensive captain, does it again. This is what he does. The Mavericks social media guy as well. Actually designed the Mavericks website. Shout out Dom. This is his 3rd season. Heading into this game, had 27 tackles, 5 TFLs, and half a sack.
A man of many talents. I was blessed and lucky enough to coach Dom for the Meath Bulldogs back in 2017, 2018. One heck of a player. He's a joy to coach.
There's nothing more you can ask from a player than to be coachable and to be open.
He brings his own little level of craziness.
That's what the best players always do. Punt here is going to be fielded by Brandon. And Brandon's got a bit of space here. Cutting back into Rebels territory. Dancing around defenders. And into the end zone. Brandon with a huge touchdown. The Rebels just not getting anything to go their way. They punt.
Wow.
The Mavericks run it back into the end zone. It's 36-6. That is a huge swing. That could be game-ending for the Rebels. You have to imagine the morale on their sideline at an all-time low.
And again, this goes back to that discipline, right? Right when it looks like it's going to be a muffed catch and a muffed punt, he picks it up, and some of those guys got out of their lanes early there for the Rebels, and he finds Joy to the right side. Touchdown, first play for the Mavericks.
I don't know why I said it was Brandon Atwell. It's Brandon Poulin for the touchdown. Or Poulin, I should say. He's French-Canadian. Playing his second season in the Mavericks.
He's got those dancing feet the French have. One heck of a return, touchdown, great run.
Sure does. Current stats for the season for him: 9 receptions for 224 yards, 5 receiving touchdowns, also 305 return yards for 2 punt return TDs. What is going on here? The Mavericks setting up for a point, but there's a flag on the play.
But that one, I literally was on the sideline. I'm staring, I was like, this is an interception.
Look like it's a false start on the Mavericks. They're going to be backing it up.
You'll hear me right on the field.
The Mavericks are going to go for 1 here.
You trying to grab him down? Yeah. He's now the DB. You're the receiver.
Oh, it is what it is. I mean, hey, as long as
36-6. Let's go bigger.
So we went from the swinging gate formation back into a regular extra point formation to the flag, and here we go.
A little bit of extra distance for the Mavericks kicker to cover. Jerry Lawless, let's see if he can cover it. The kick is up, and it's going to be no good. Oh, there's a Maverick on the floor, and there's a flag on the play.
Okay, I'd be shocked if number 2 doesn't come in and we go for 2 here.
We'll see what happens.
Excuse me.
Referee's trying to sort this one out. Hell of a flop though from someone. I think it might have been the kicker. I'm not sure, but it was glorious. And it looks like the Mavericks are going to be coming off the field here. I think that flag might be waved off. Not sure. Yeah, we're heading straight into kickoff. It's going to remain 36-6 here.
Okay, that's a bit unusual.
Bit of a weird one. Sure is. Referees deeming it not enough, clearly. Waving off the flag.
Sean!
Yeah, I don't mind the officials huddling up and getting the call right. One of them saw something enough to throw the flag.
I think whatever it might have been.
Definitely don't need to see any flopping in American football. We'll see some of that later when the World Cup restarts.
We'll see plenty of it. Classic Mike Zinger with that one. That was world class.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Harry Kane will be flopping around the pitch today.
I hope he is. We'll be rooting for Mexico. I'll have absolutely no shame about that one. Viva Mexico.
Let's go, boys.
I've always loved tacos so much. Huge fan.
Taco Tuesday, baby.
Taco Tuesday. My favorite WWE wrestler is Rey Mysterio. Okay.
Number 2 there, just stuck in the sideline again. No Mavericks player dares come up to him.
Interesting. Hold on a minute. The referees have just called a rolling clock here. Looks like we had the score wrong on the broadcast. It's actually 42-6 for the Louth Mavericks. Just update that there. Must have messed up the score to some degree. But yeah, it's 42-6. So sorry about that. But we have a rolling clock.
Okay. You're only human, Ben.
I try my best.
I don't know that we missed too much. Okay, 42-6, rolling clock. Kind of just what we talked about coming out of half, what the Mavericks wanted. Definitely not what the Rebels wanted.
Yeah, and a rolling clock obviously only helps the Mavericks.
You going for one? No, never mind.
We had this discussion a couple weeks ago, Benny, trying to figure out, so the rolling clock starts when a team is down 30?
Looks like, I think it's 35, but it's look, it's in and around that kind of region anyway. Regardless, it's a massive scoreline. It's a significant big lead for the Rebels to try and claw back. They're gonna give it a go. And it's gonna be a run. Big tackle from Nate the Great. The Rebels are gonna set up in a second and short.
Mark, and you go, Mark, go. Regular, just go in.
There you go, John in the chat. Over 35
Thanks,
points.
John.
Initiates the rolling clock.
Okay, really big play here for the Rebels. A first down, momentum going, get into the end zone. Get something going here.
Let's see it. Snap taken. It's going to be a QB run. Shameless from the Rebels. I love to see it. Barreling people over. Decent gain. Chains are going to be moving.
Yeah, exactly what the doctor ordered there for the Rebels. Keep the chains moving, bit of momentum. Now you can kind of get into your offense and start calling plays that you kind of expected to call today, but you haven't had the ball long enough to do so.
Let's see if the Rebels can make this Mavericks defense a little bit nervous. See if they can give them something to think about.
Well, that inside run, it kind of makes the defense pinch in a little bit, and then you have the wide sides of the field to use and get that passing game going. I think the Rebels will know that. They're just chipping away with the running game. First down, here we go.
Oh, ball batted up in the air and goes incomplete. Huge interception opportunity for the Mavericks. Comes and goes their way. Batted off the hands of one of the Rebels receivers. Got to do a little bit better than that. Should be catching any ball that hits your hands. Or your face in Ocean Finn's case, but I'll say nothing about it. He's got like 25 touchdowns this year or whatever. I don't know. Let me see actually. Yeah, he's got a heap of touchdowns. A whole lot. I think 11. No,
should have had 12.
He's got, yeah, he's got 9 touchdowns. He should have had 10. God's sake, Ocean.
Okay.
18 receptions for 361 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 8 two-point conversions for Oisin Finn. He's the league leader in receiving touchdowns. I have a note here that says he's the Irish Jamar Chase. For me, he's the Irish Puka Nacua because he's got the luscious locks flowing in the wind. Quite like that Rams receiver, but yeah. Either way, he's a hell of a player.
As is Mr. Jamar Chase out of LSU.
Absolutely. I know Jamar Chase was absolutely dying for a shout out on the Mavericks broadcast, so you're welcome, Jamar.
As if we needed a boost in ratings.
The Rebels need a little bit of life here. Drop back, throw. It's going to be intercepted by the Mavericks. Jack Compton with a one-handed interception. What a snag. And the VO almost completely missed it. Jack is going to be fuming watching this back. Poor guy. That one's going to get lost to time, but everyone that's there will remember it. What a catch from Jack.
Ridiculous catch from the cornerback. Man, unbelievable. And again, this Mavericks defense continually speeding up the quarterback, making him throw before he wants to, making him uncomfortable, and leading to another interception. Turnover, Mavericks ball.
Hell of a play from the governor. That's what Joe Buchanan calls him anyway. He does an impression of an English guy. I'm not going to do it on this broadcast. Just no one wants to hear that. Unfortunately, though, Jack does think it's coming home, which, of course, his dreams are going to be dashed at 1 a.m. tonight in Mexico City, but alas. Finn's still on his feet here. Hell of a run from the Mavericks running back. Finally barreled over. You can just hear Joe Buchanan on the sideline doing his impression of the governor. Just getting little whispers of it. Oh, Joe, you do make me giggle.
Yeah, again, from a coaching perspective, we talk about getting the quarterback off his spot, and the Mavericks D-line doing a great job of that today. They don't get the call out they deserve. But hey, great job, D-line Mavericks.
That's what they do. It's a toss to the left. Great run. Phil Donovan once again, chipping away.
One thing I do love about Finn, he's such a slippery runner when he needs to be, but occasionally when he gets outside, he'll just lower the shoulders and run over people too. So he can be fast and slippery when he needs to be, or just barrel you over at the same time. So one heck of a running back. He's got all the tools you need.
Yeah, very dynamic running back. Versatile in many ways. Oh, brilliant play call. And that's going to be a fresh set of downs for the Mavericks. Call run, and then just a little pitch. I think that's Nate the Great with a fresh set of downs. Nathan Hardy. This is what he does.
And again, that's a bit of eye candy there for the defense. You got all the people going one way, and then you just pitch it up the middle. So making the linebackers one step out of position, and you get that big gain.
Let's see if the Mavericks can continue this momentum. Huge interception for them on the drive. Let's see if they can turn it into a touchdown. Toss to the left. Phil O'Donovan looking for yards, and he's going to get them as well. Out of bounds for nearly a first down or first down. It's very, very close. Oh, they're moving the chains. It's going to be a first down for Finn.
We talk about it too much, Ben, but that side of the offensive line, the receivers doing their job and blocking, sealing the edge. We talk about it all the time, giving Finn the opportunity to get outside and gain yards. Great blocking up front by the Mavericks.
And that's the thing about this brilliant sport of ours. Everyone's position is so different, but it's so interconnected. You really are only as strong as your weakest link. Great tackling, though, from the Rebels, keeping the Mavericks shallow. It's a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, as cliche as it is, just do your job on offense or defense. 11 guys on the field for both teams. Do your job, and then everybody else do their job, and the team, like you just said, kind of works as one.
This Mavericks team really does work as one. It's a hell of a unit. Individual talent in the squad aside, They work together very well.
That starts at the top.
Sure does.
Yeah, I saw the flag come in there from the backside. Looks like probably a hold on this.
Sure looks like it. Heard someone shout the word hold as well. Just see Rudy there at the bottom of the screen. Right beside the scoreboard. Dying to get on the field. That penalty is going to be on the Mavericks though.
Holding.
Shame. The Mavericks trying to maintain the momentum here. I mean, one more touchdown would put this game beyond the Rebels. Although I do have the funny feeling that the Rebels might not have what it takes to come back in this one. I'm sure they wouldn't mind me saying that.
No, listen, again, this is one of those, they needed to keep it close. They needed their defense to pretty much play the game of their lives. And it's kind of not going their way today. But missing two of your best players on offense, that's going to be a tough day.
Yeah. You already had an uphill battle facing you. Henry takes a snap and drops back, looking for a deep throw. He's going to go left. It's going to go incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. Might be for roughing the passer. If I'm right here.
Hi, Jamal.
Currently in the third quarter. Third quarter.
Ben, I think you're right on that. Looks like the defender went to the head and neck area, which will not be allowed. I don't know if the hit was late. It was just where the hit was.
Holding number 64. That's Niall Banks. He's had some big plays already. Ex-D1 lineman. Penalty on him.
So not a late hit at all.
Interesting.
Midway through the third quarter, I would say. Really big play here, again, for the Rebels defense. Want to get off the field, want to get the ball back to your offense and just get something going. Had a good year, a couple injuries late in the year have led to a really uphill battle. But go out on your sword, as they say, on your shield, by playing good football.
Absolutely. No harm in giving it a go. As the Mavericks player gets hauled down there. And we head into a 3rd and long for the Mavericks. It looks like it's a 3rd and 30. Goodness me, as we zoom in on the referee standing very far back there on his own. Poor guy. Henry drops back looking for a throw. He's going to have it deep to the left. It's a poor spiral and it's going to go incomplete. It's going to be a 4th and 30 for the Mavericks.
And I would assume a punt coming up.
Yeah, it must be a punt coming. Unless Ty Henry's really feeling it. Referee's going
Again, this is why, Ben, you build teams that are all around, running game, passing game. Because in games like this, again, I don't think the passing game really got going. We did have a couple big throws, but the running game has really just brought the Mavs to this score 42-6. And done the job today. So tons to work on going into the final. And again, I don't want to get ahead of myself yet in the third quarter, but the running game has lifted this team up today and done everything they've been asked to do.
Absolutely has. It's also given the Mavericks the opportunity to keep their cards close to their chest before they head into the big dance. Obviously, should they get there, I mean, they're 36 points up. It's a rolling clock. I think it might be too little too late for the Rebels. Regardless, it's still a massive opportunity for the Mavericks to get a big win here and get confidence going, but also keep some of their big plays under lock and key before the Shamrock Bowl in Athlone.
No, great point. Couldn't agree with you more. And I think no matter who we face, UCD or the Trojans, both of those teams are excellent at stretching the field. And I mean, keeping everybody wide, using every inch of the football field. And that's what I think the Mavs need to do. Keep those receivers way out wide, run the ball up the middle, use that running game in order to open up the passing game and the play action and all the stuff that we're really, really good at. But all of a sudden now you got 3 really good defenses, no matter who you face in the final.
Absolutely. You can see we're switching sides here now as we head into the fourth quarter. Mavericks 42-6 in the lead. I'm looking to extend it as well. 6 points here would obviously get them to 48. A touchdown and a conversion would get them to 50. They're going to be punting away though. Fortunately for them, looks like this is going to be a touchback. It certainly is.
No, definitely the right call. Definitely the right call. Punt the ball, let your defense get out there and do what they do.
Yeah, 4th and 30 would have been a little bit too brave, even for Ty. But we're getting down to it now. The Rebels need to score on every single drive they have, and even then, I'm not sure that'll be enough. We'd need a minor miracle here from the Rebels. Stranger things have happened, though.
Do you not know how to play football?
Listen, this is one of those cliche moments in a ball game where you've said it, Ben. I think the Rebels too little, too late. But you get out there and you appreciate playing the game. You appreciate playing the game you love. You get out there and you give it your best effort. And that's all you can do in times like this.
Yeah, you just enjoy it and have a good time. You know, this is still a playoff semi-final, you know? Still a fairly big stage for these players, so go ahead and enjoy it and have a good time. That's what you
100%.
What you pay your fees for.
That's it.
QB's going to be wrapped up here. It's going to be a second and very similar to the first down, I would say. 2nd and 9, potentially. This Mavericks defense, though, has been undefeated so far today. We only had a moment there, one drive, where the Rebels were able to march down the field, but quite frankly, that was because of penalties. I think the Mavericks gave up 30, 35 yards of penalties on that drive. Other than that, they've been, frankly, flawless.
Yeah, been an excellent game for the Mavs, both sides of the football. To your point earlier, Ben, didn't have to show too much in the passing game because the running game was leading the way for us today. So good to see. Get out of here with no more injuries. We did have the one injury. Hoping he'll be okay.
That pass is going to go incomplete. It's going to be a 3rd and 11 for the Rebels. Yeah, hopefully Deck Mulvihill will be all right for the Shamrock Bowl. He does claim that he'll be all right. Of course, we hope that's the case. Deck, such a massive leader for this team. Literally and figuratively. He's a huge body.
Well, anytime you have 2 weeks to kind of get right, get some ice on it, get some heat on it, I think he'll be just fine.
Hopefully so for the Mavericks. You would expect a face-off against the favoured Trojans in the Shamrock Bowl. And if they were to play the Trojans, a team they lost to, by the way, in the regular season, then it'll be all hands on deck for the Mavericks. It'll be a hell of a showdown. You never know, though. Could be UCD in the final. We'll see.
And Ben, that game's today, or what time is that game?
I will have a look for you right now. See if I can find the AFI website. I'm sure someone in chat might beat me to it, but we'll see. We'll have a race and see who wins. It is today at 2 p.m. It's going on right now.
Okay.
And I am not sure of the score. Maybe someone that is in and around it will be able to let me know. As a matter of fact, UCD might be live on YouTube. Let me have a look. See if I can give you a quick update on the score. It's 35-22 to the Trojans.
Okay.
The Trojans have an advantage, but UCD, no slouches whatsoever, putting up a really, really good fight.
Heck of a ball game there.
Yeah, really interesting match. A little bit more interesting than our match here. Sure, no one will mind me saying that.
Don't think so. Rolling clock, probably 3 or 4 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Rebels trying to get something going on offense here. Really, really need just a first down. Get some momentum going.
Let's see it. Let's see if the Rebels can make anything happen.
Just disciplined football. That's all you need.
Yeah, the Rebels just really, really struggling here. Running into a brick wall every single time.
Is that 4th and long?
It's going to be 4th and long.
And I hate to keep saying this, but I just don't understand the play calling. You got 3rd and long, a chance to throw for it, and obviously right now you're in kind of you can't lose mode. You know, at least throw a ball in the air that could gain you the first down. I don't understand the play calling. And we've seen that probably a half dozen times today.
Let's see it. Here we go. Rebels are going to punt. Driven by Finn bobbled, but he picks it up regardless, and he's going to run it to the right. Got a little bit of space out there. Can he get to the edge? He can, but he's going to get smacked out of bounds. Big hit. Declan will play on the ball on one leg if needed. That's so true. Declan will play on no legs if needed. I'm not quite sure how you do that, but he'd find a way. See if the Mavericks can close this out in style here. Brendan Sims making his way off the field, and Rudy Juarez making his way onto the field.
There you go. We touched on this just at the start of the 4th quarter. I think the Mavs just run the football here, run the clock here, get out of here with the win. Almost everybody healthy. You know, get back home and start doing the things you need to do to study this next opponent.
Let's see here. The referee's in discussion about something. It's a 1st and 10, so don't quite know what they'd be chatting about, but we'll have a look. The Mavericks are ready to go. Looks like the Rebels are ready to go. And the Mavericks fall back into the huddle. Looks like the referees are asking for the coach here. Let's see what comes here. The coach is making his way across the field.
Now, I don't know if this goes back to the safety concerns, but they wouldn't be trying to call this match, would they? I wouldn't see any reason for that to happen.
Me neither. Seems like they're having a discussion about the scoreline. Now, we did have it one way on the stream.
Yeah, and I'm with you, Ben. I think we had the 2 missed 2-point conversions. We certainly had the missed extra point. Maybe 2 extra points, which would have had it at 36.
We'll see, though. See what comes. I'll let you know as soon as I know. Looks like the 4th is going to restart here, but with no rolling clock.
Okay.
We always knew they were quitters.
Yes, sir, Ben. If we were corrected 36-6, that's a 30-point lead, not 35. So there should not have been a rolling clock. I wonder how you add time.
I'm not sure. I think they just kind of take the hit, to be honest. I don't think the Rebels are too disappointed about it either way. Rudy with a great run there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what happened here. This is highly irregular. Either way, the Mavericks.
I believe that's Stephen Mole, the white cap today. Stephen Mole. He and I have a history, so well done there, Stephen.
He's good friends.
To say the least. To say the least.
Good run again from Rudy. dangerous, dangerous Mavericks backfield.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered. Keep running the football. Keep the clock rolling. 2 more first downs. Get in the end zone. The opposite of parking the bus, if the 3 Lions are listening.
Which I'm sure they are. Thomas Tuchel, you're listening.
Well,
I know you are.
They'll inevitably get the Harry Kane penalty kick today and then just park the bus with Declan Rice forgetting which side he's supposed to score on.
You know it's bad when we start talking about the other football.
We'll leave it right there.
Oh, do love the World Cup though, I have to say. That is one thing that American football is missing, which is why I love the AFI so much, to be honest. And like American football overseas, it's that kind of international tournaments and competition and bringing different cultures to the same sport and different perspectives to the same game. It's great. I love that. It's one of the things I love the most about the World Cup.
Now, it's one of my favorite sporting events of all time. I think I've broken at least 2 televisions. We'll leave that right there as well.
Well, at least you're in the tournament to have the opportunity to break the televisions.
Well, that's it.
That's more than you can say for the Republic. Last time we were in the World Cup was 2002, I believe, which Saipan. And I was born in 2003, so haven't seen Ireland in the World Cup.
Attaboy. At King Curly, I believe, and I think Ben and I are on the same page. We think the score is 36-6.
I think so.
So apologies. We were told, Ben was told to change it to 42, but we had it at 36-6 at King Curly. Thanks for that.
Yeah, not quite sure what the scoreline is. I'm going to leave it at 42-6 for now, because as far as I'm aware, that's the official scoreline. And I'd be much more happy to admit that I was wrong. So, not quite sure what's going on here, but we'll get the scoreline figured out. See if we can get this figured out here. But anyway, Mavericks up on the ball, trying to punch it in again. Either way, the Mavericks are up by at least 30.
We do believe that the running clock has stopped. Is that correct, Ben?
Yes, do believe the running clock has stopped. We'll see though. Snap taken. Toss. It's going to be Rudy again, getting good yards. Still on his feet here. Oh my god, I think his helmet's off. What a run.
I think that as soon as the helmet comes off, though, he's technically down. So as soon as that helmet came off, I believe that's where they'll place the ball.
Ah, poor Rudy.
I did see the flowing locks, though.
Wonderful, wonderful, isn't it? The luscious locks rolling in the wind. Poor Rudy. Brandon comes in instead. Brandon Sims, a two-way player. Very, very good wide receiver, but an incredible safety. He's been a real menace on defense. One of the major reasons why the Rebels haven't been able to get anything going on their offense.
Listen, I think we've said it enough times. Tough day for the Rebels, missing 2 of their top guns on offense. Never a good time to have injuries, especially at the end of a really good year for the Rebels. Not the day they were hoping for, but if we know anything about the Rebels, they'll regroup and come back next year stronger than ever.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's the only thing you can do, really, isn't it? You're not going to fold as a club because you lose one game.
No, definitely not. And this is a proud club, been around for a long time, and helping the league move forward, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think anybody that forgets Ty Henry around with the Rebels quarterbacking for 4 years, won a championship with the Rebels 3 years ago. So yeah, I mean, a lot of friends there with the Rebels, and I know Ty still stays in touch with a lot of those guys. So this would have been, kind of a tough day for a lot of people, but I think at the end, when the final whistle blows, friends are all over the field. I know Ty and Kenny are dear friends. Kenny, number 7, linebacker for the Rebels. Yeah, a lot of good friendships there.
Absolutely. It's hard to be really like emotionally charged up after a loss like this, where the game was over quite a while ago.
No, and this is one of those days that'll test you, whether you want to continue to play this sport, because it's a year-round sport. You got to keep your body in shape, and then obviously in the preseason get ready, and then for the regular season, and then the playoffs are a whole nother season. So it's really a tough sport on your body, and then every year you've got to ask yourself, am I ready to go again? And the answer better be a quick yes, or it might be time to hang them up.
Absolutely. It's a gut feeling. It really is. Still not quite sure what's going on the field here. A lot of standing around, not a lot of football being played, but we'll figure it out. I'm getting the nod here to revert the scoreline back to 36-6.
There we have it.
So me and you, Mike, we're ahead of the game. Better than the refs.
I've never been a mathematician, but I thought we had it right.
You can do it all. Mike Zito, folks, can do it all.
And clearly Stephen Mole can't.
Okay, we've got 3 penalties here on this play, which is why it took so long. 2 of which are on the Rebels. 1 on Rudy for continuing to run after his helmet came off. Which I think is a bit harsh. I don't know why he would stop, but I suppose...
Yeah, I think that is a bit harsh, because you could actually get hurt if you just try to stop running at full speed. So that's definitely harsh. I think he's just down where the helmet came off, and I don't know how that's a penalty on him.
Either way, the Mavericks are going to get a couple of yards out of this because it was 2 penalties on the Rebels. Maybe just a bit of frustration coming out there, but the sting has really been taken out of this game by that big break, with the referees conferring, which is probably for the best. Now is not a good time for anyone to get injured.
No, definitely not. I'm going to have to do my research here in the 13 days before the Shamrock Bowl on the IAFA rules. IFAF rules, excuse me, because I'm linked into the NCAA. However, there's clearly some things that are different, and I'm going to make sure I'm aware of those things, even though you and I won't be commentating for the Bowl, which is a shame. I think you'll be there live, will you?
Not quite sure yet. I'm not quite sure what the arrangement is. I'm gonna be present on the day. I would like to be present on the day, but I'm kind of not quite sure where everyone wants me to be or what I'm supposed to do. If I'm not doing anything, if I'm not commentating or anything, I'll definitely show up in person. I'll make a rare appearance.
It's a great day out. It's a lovely venue there.
Speaking of lovely, we actually have the backup quarterback in here for the Mavericks. Nate the Great taking the snap. He's going to throw it left. Big hit on the QB. Oh, and push at the back of the end zone. Ridiculous flags. Horrible, horrible penalties for the Rebels. I mean, I think Stevie Wonder could see that was coming.
Well, just what you didn't want to see either. Like, you just don't need to see this at the end of a tough game. Clearly, the Rebels are frustrated. I'm pretty sure that was number 7, Kenny, coming in. I think it was a clean hit on the QB. Couldn't quite tell. So I'm not blaming anybody, but, flags all over the field. Just what you don't want to see.
Yeah, the hit on the QB is one thing, and I think that's kind of okay. But shoving someone out the back of the end zone when they're for no apparent reason, not even looking or trying to play the ball, it's a little bit more egregious. But alas, that's sports. That's human nature. It happens. It happens.
It does indeed.
Let's see what changes after those penalties.
And it looks like they're moving quickly here. Thank goodness. 35-30, Whoa. Trojans UCD.
Yeah, hold up. I'm gonna get this game on, the Trojans UCD game, just in front of me, just so I can give the stream updates just really quick, because that is wild.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. Let's have a look. Or is it game over? Let's have a look here now. Yeah, it is game over. Trojans able to hold on there. So it's going to be the Trojans in the Shamrock Bowl.
Well, I tell you what, that's exactly what you want, though, is a really tough, hard-fought game by those two. Taking the air out of the Trojans, hopefully, for 2 weeks from now. So the opposite here today, but sounds like a great game, Trojans UCD today.
Hell of a match. Hell of a match. So we're going to have the Mavericks against the Trojans in the Shamrock Bowl, probably, which is, to be honest, I think the matchup that everyone expected. It's certainly the matchup that I wanted. It is the two heavyweights. When they played against each other last time, it was absolute box office. What a game it was. And I can't wait to see it again, especially with everything on the line. Last time the Mavericks played against the Trojans, they didn't have Rudy Juarez. They didn't have Brandon Poulon. But they will, of course. Their imports will be playing. I'll be excited to see how that goes. It's going to be a run for the Mavericks into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown. And now it's 42-6.
Yeah, certainly looking forward to the Mavericks having all the tools in their tool belt for the final. Everything Ty needs will be at his disposal. Definitely looking forward to that in 13 days. The 18th.
Yeah.
Dewberry Park at Lone.
It's going to be brilliant. Saturday week. 13 days. It's going to be really, really good.
Let's see if I can get a deal on Aer Lingus.
That would be amazing. Mike Zito popping out at the Shamrock Bowl. Absolute entertainment. Let's see if Nate can run it into the end zone here. Bouncing outside. Still on his feet. Just out of bounds. He's short. We're going to stick 42-6, which I suppose is poetic in a way. It was the scoreline for so long, and then it wasn't. For so long, and then it wasn't, and then it was. Now it is 42-6.
So that rolling clock will now officially start again.
Yep. The rolling clock is now on. Which means this game is going to be wrapped up very, very shortly. Oh, looks like we're going to be on normal clock, actually, because we were on rolling clock during the time that we were supposed to be on normal clock. So now we're supposed to be on rolling clock, and we're actually going to be on normal clock instead. Because we shouldn't have been on rolling clock when we were. But this is a little bit thrown together from the referees. I feel like they're kind of throwing it a little bit together. But, you do your best, don't you? It's a tough job. I could be a referee.
Do your best. It certainly is a tough job. And listen, we always give them a bunch of stick, but it is a tough job, I have to say. Shout out to the officials. They do the best they can.
Yeah, we're grateful for them. We really, really are. It's it's a tough job. I certainly couldn't do it. That's why I'm a commentator.
If we really want to just throw the mix all over the place, we enter VAR and bring that into the AFI.
Oh boy. That would be hilarious.
Offsides by a toenail.
Yeah, start bringing out the lines. That would be absolute chaos.
And then putting chips in the ball. God forbid it touches your man's hair the other day. Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, that was wild. The only reason they knew it touched his head was because the telemetry on the ball went off, which is just incredible. Like the kind of the marriage between technology and sport developing as it is, for better and for worse. Goal line technology is great. VAR, a bit more debated.
I have to say, Croatia got hard done. Super disappointed to see that.
Yeah, that was a hell of a game, and it was a hell of a way for it to end. Speaking of a way for a game to end, Trojans getting hauled down here.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you going to say there, Mike?
Well, just talk about taking the air out of a stadium. I mean, the Croatian fans, that's what I hate about VAR. Like, I don't even celebrate anymore when a goal goes in. I wait.
Yeah, you have to.
And that's the opposite of what you're supposed to bring into sport. It's there to get the call right, not to ruin the excitement of the sport and all the rest of it. Yeah, I'm just truly not a fan. I mean, again, we're talking about a different football, watching American football, and we apologize for that, guys. But super excited for some games coming on today later.
Yeah, me too. We got Brazil, Norway at 7, and or at 9, sorry. We got Brazil, Norway at 9, and then we've got England, Mexico at 1. I will be staying up late for Brazil versus Mexico. I cannot wait. As I say, you know, I've been a Mexican all my life. You know, growing up in the mean streets of Guadalajara, I know what it's like. You know.
If we're not commentating American football, we're doing stand-up comedy over here. Let's go.
Trying to get a bit of humor involved. I'm now getting word that the Rebels have actually requested a running clock. So maybe it looks like we're going to have a running clock after all. Which is, you know, interesting.
And from a coaching perspective, again, I think that's the right thing to do. They don't need any more injuries. Let's get all these lads out of here healthy today. I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Yeah.
Let's go defense!
Absolutely. Maverick sideline still freaking out, screaming defense. Love the passion. Stiff arm from the Rebels QB, but he's going to get shoved out of bounds for no gain.
Good job, Alex.
If the VO cam was recording from the Rebel sideline, it would need censoring. I hope not. I hope they're like, I don't know, they've got a little bit of composure about them. But yeah, you can definitely see that the Rebels are a little bit frustrated.
Absolutely. And at Daniel Clements there in the chat, I couldn't agree with you more, my friend. This is something, I've been a part of this league, and I'm back home in the States now, but I was a part of the league for 10 years. It's extremely frustrating when the players and the coaches are trying to get better every year. And again, not to pick on the officials, because I do know they have a hard job, but they seem to lag behind the talent on the field and the coaching, if I'm honest. Really need the officials to get out there and train in the offseason and understand the game from a player perspective. It allows you to be a better official. Couldn't agree more, Daniel.
Oh my God, the Rebels have scored a touchdown. Oh my God. It was a pitch to the side, and the Rebels running back throws deep. The Rebels unlocking the playbook and scoring a touchdown. What a ridiculous play. They made it
and
work.
I wonder, Ben, was that the play call, or did he just pull that out of a hat? It had to be the play call with the receiver going down the football field.
It must have been the play call, but I kind of hope it wasn't. I feel like thinking on your toes like that is it's just kind of incredible. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that was. Maybe the Rebels kind of getting the sense that they're not going to make their way back into this game and just unloading the playbook.
Which is what I would have done at the beginning of the second half. You know, try to get some momentum, which we already talked about. Listen, you know, touchdown Rebels, way to not quit at all. I love to see it, but you wish you would have seen this at the beginning of the second half. Give themselves a chance.
Yeah, a little bit of creativity, a little bit of something to try and get the spark back. It's a little too late now, though. Empty backfield for the Rebels. Snap taken. Quarterback drops back. Trying to find a little gap. Up through the D line, but can't get into the end zone for 2. It's going to remain 42-12, and the Louth Mavericks hold that 30-point lead. Now the Rebels are going to kick off. See the Mavericks return it.
And just to anybody in the chat group, we appreciate everybody's opinions, and that's all they are, is opinions. It's my opinion, Ben's opinion. They're all opinions. I was a part of the sport in Ireland for over a decade. So I do have a little bit of an idea how the officiating goes, how they've gotten better, how they've taken a step back. So I respectfully disagree with your comment. (42-12), kickoff to come. Mavericks getting the football back.
See if the Mavs can wrap this up. I mean, I think it's already fairly wrapped up. I don't mean to jump to conclusions, but I don't think anyone will bite me off for saying that.
Have to agree. And let's see if Ty comes back in the game. He's certainly there in the huddle, or if we still have our backup QB for the Mavericks.
Let's see if Nate the Great's going to sling it.
He kept running up the beat. So just put back in and say, give me that.
Can't be much time left.
Oh, really? That also works too.
Let's see it. Rob's going to kick off here. Let's see if the Mavericks can get down the field, put something together before the end of this game. So we're winding down towards the end here. The Mavericks all but secured a place in the Shamrock Bowl.
13 days away from a showdown with the Trojans.
Huge match. Decent run from Jerry. Oh, big hit. Barrels a man over. Nice return. The linebacker kicker, I believe.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's go.
Tends to play Sam linebacker. Loves to drop interceptions instead of catching them. Is the note I have in front of me. I'm sure that's not true, Jerry. Also,
and again, folks, anytime you're going to finish the run, that's the way to do it. Whether you're a running back, returning punts or kicks, lower the shoulder and meet the contact. Love it.
Absolutely. Also, Jerry is the kicker for the team, like I insinuated. And he is actually a pretty good kicker when Ty gives him permission to actually kick the ball, which is few and far between, to be fair.
Love it, love it.
Poor Jerry.
The mad scientist pulling all the strings.
Anything but kicking. No, I'm joking. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks. One man in the backfield. I'd love to see some throws here. Snap taken. QB drops back. Ty is going to throw. And he's going to get sacked. Tossing it away. That play's going down either way. The play's blown up.
See, this is, again, exactly what I didn't want to see from a Mavs perspective. Your QB1 back there taking unnecessary hits, with the game pretty much in hand. The opposite of what I would be having him do.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We talked about this, Ben, a couple weeks ago. There's no issue with getting some of your backups some in-game reps because there's no other place to get them. You can't simulate that speed in practice. So not behind this at all, if I'm honest.
Fair enough. I'd have to agree. To be honest. But hey, you know a lot more than me about the game. From an outsider's point of view looking in, why not give some young guys some runs?
Well, there's just you're not going to do anything here. That you're not seeing anything you need to see in this game left. That, again, I think the outcome is already in hand. So I'm not exactly, Ty doesn't need the reps is all I'm getting at. So he'd be better off resting right now and looking forward to 2 weeks from now.
Let's see if they can score anyway. Big throw to Oisin Finn. He reels it in. Gets away from his man. Stiff on the defender. And he's in for a touchdown. What a play for the Mavericks.
And here we go.
Let's go home.
Mavericks into the end zone. Heard a little comment on the sideline there saying, let's go home. Mavericks getting the job done today in step aside. Getting the Rebels to step aside. I don't know why I said that, sorry. Terrible pun. And Trojans coming up.
I actually didn't mind that. I'll be quite honest. The only reason I think 2 came back in the game is because the Rebels scored the touchdown. It just kind of ticked them off a little bit.
A little bit of a personal tinge to this game, which you do have to enjoy.
100%. And you talked about athletes being athletes. That's what we saw there.
Absolutely. Oisin Finn just being bigger and stronger.
No, King Curley, absolutely right in the chat. I think that, Ty just wanted to come back in, finish what he started. As long as he comes out healthy, I don't care.
Let's see if he can put the exclamation point. It's a throw. It's going to be intercepted on the 2-pointer. Oh my God, he got folded. But yeah, what a terrible play from Ty Henry. That guy's going to get subbed out.
Oof.
Big hit. Big hit. I think Ty will be all right. I think he'll manage. Although, might keep him up at night.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the receiver ran the wrong pattern there.
I think that's what Ty will say. I'd have to probably agree. It's very unlike Ty to throw it straight to the other team like that.
our kickoff.
Once we're on the last kickoff, go again. If you're on the last kickoff, go again. You go to the last one, aren't you? Yeah. So you go the same as last one. One more. Is anyone else on the last kickoff?
Mark is in. We're in.
Okay. Run hard.
Can't be much time left here now. 48-12. Mavericks trying to just see this thing out.
Yeah, we got to be running down the clock here, surely. Mavericks with a commanding 36-point lead in the AFI semi-final Premier Division. Quality from every side of the team.
And Ben, first time back in the Shamrock Division in how many years for the Mavs?
I don't know. A long time. A long time.
Yeah.
I am not good enough of a commentator to know that.
No, didn't mean to put you on the spot, but I knew it's been some time. So phenomenal year for the Mavericks. Welcome back to the Shamrock League and to the Shamrock Bowl in 2 weeks there at Dewberry Park in Athlone.
Oh, it's been a hot minute. Oh, both teams jumping on the ball. Mavericks pointing for it. They want it. They really want it. I think the Mavericks have this. Sure enough. Ty Henry and the Louth Mavericks offense making their way onto the field. This is a Mavericks ball.
Aaron, can I get a shot on offense? I'm still struggling here. I get you. Yeah.
That's it, Brendan!
Brendan in. I can play receiver.
Yeah, Daniel Clemens in the chat. This is one of those things where you could beat your head against the wall all you want, and I'm on your side. I agree with you 100% here. I think number 2 should be out of the ball game. The backup QB should be in. But from an athlete's perspective, that's, sometimes you can't tell them anything, and they're going to do what they want to do for better or for worse. And in this situation, I don't see the gain from him being out there right now. I truly don't. So I agree with you.
Yeah, it's purely just to get a little victory over the Rebels. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a history there, which is probably what's in his head, but doesn't mean we have to agree with him, and I don't.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, Ty. Please play me for flag football. Thank you. No, I'm joking, Chris. Mavericks taking over. Probably about 25 yards from the end zone here. Not far off whatsoever. Might be getting another touchdown here. A little bit of luck. 2-minute warning has come and gone. Henry's going to throw it deep, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, at King Curly and Vinder, I agree with both of you, and Daniel, I agree with you. So we're kind of all saying the same thing here. But I do agree that because of the two losses, but the one loss to the Rebels, where the game was never played, that is also certainly in number 2's head. For better or for worse, that's in his head. So again, anybody that's coached Ty or played with Ty, he's he gets something in his head, and you're not going to get it out of his head, and that's the end of the day. So.
Oh, hell of a grab from Oisín Finn. It's another touchdown for the league leader in touchdowns. I think that's his 3rd on the day. Hell of a day for him. It's a hat-trick of touchdowns for Oisín Finn. It's going to be 54-12 to the Louth Mavericks. What a massive lead now.
And that will officially put that final nail in the coffin here, guys.
Will they get the 2-point? It's a goal line fade. And, well, you know the rest. Oisín Finn catches it in the end zone. 56-12 for the Mavericks. And it's a 44-point lead.
Again, guys, we're in the chat group. I think we'll leave it here. But a lot of us agree with what you're saying. But, I'm not there. I'm not coaching anymore. And I would certainly have been in number 2's ear. So again, it's a very tough sport. It certainly is a team sport, and putting the team first should be in everyone's mind. And I think if you've ever played with Ty, he wants to win. So he always puts the team first. And in a situation like this, I would have pulled him if I was the head coach, but I'm not there. So.
And it looks like that is going to be the end of this contest. 56-12 to the Louth Mavericks. The Mavericks heading into the Shamrock Bowl with an exclamation point. Massive victory for the Mavericks in South Dublin, and they head to a showdown with the Trojans. It's a matchup we kind of thought we would see in the Shamrock Bowl, and it's a matchup that we're going to get. It's going to be absolute box office. I, for one, cannot wait for it. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this stream. Mike, any words to leave the good people with?
No, it's been a great year. Ben, thanks so much for everything. Everybody in the chat, we do appreciate the comments. I've been around the sport for 40 years, 4 decades. So anything that I talk about or say is coming from a place of experience, whether you agree with it or not. I appreciate other opinions, but please do share, like, and show up down in Dewberry Park for what's going to be an absolute barn burner. 2 of the best teams all year long facing off in the final. American football in Ireland is doing well. And any comments I've made about the officiating is because I've been a part of the sport in Ireland for 10 years. They're doing a great job. Okay? I think I made that point earlier. They can get better, just like the players and the coaches can get better. And I hope they all do to really grow the sport there in Ireland. Ben, thanks for everything. Mavericks into the final. Let's go, boys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for watching this stream. Thanks for the kind words in the chat as well. It really does mean a lot putting this all together for you this year. I'm not sure what's going to be going on with the Shamrock Bowl, whether we're going to have broadcast here or if it's going to be AFI. Whatever it is, you will find it. It'll be recommended to you on your YouTube. Remember, July 18th at 6 p.m. If you search for it, you will find it. It's going to be an absolute barnstorming event, and I absolutely cannot wait for it. But having that said, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the Louth Mavericks YouTube channel, and if this is the last time I see you this season, thank you so much for the opportunity to commentate and talk to you guys about these games. I've had such a great time with it. It's been a real pleasure. So thank you so much. Thanks to Mike again for being such an incredible co-commentator on here with me. Mike's just a legend, and yeah, we'll see you all for the Shamrock Bowl on July 18th in Athlone. So we'll see you there.
All the best, Ben. Thanks, Jono. Take care, boys. See you soon.